my age and my industry age are the same.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it never occurred to me.
Super duper famous, so it's like they don't care. When you get to a certain point, it's like being a rapper, right? And coming out fresh out and saying, yeah, I got a girlfriend.
But I never submitted my age to famous birthdays or anything. They just know how old I am. I feel like they could look it up, right? Like, how am I going to hide it?
They asked me on Twitter.
Oh, yeah? Flacco just got the DM from them and he was geeking. He's like, I must be famous now. Famous birthdays hit me up because they will tap in with you. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. Like, I can't imagine. Like, when I was young, I had no idea that being young was valuable because I remember, like if you're 16, but you say you're 13 and you're like a rapper, you could see how that would be valuable because it's like, oh my God, he's a super talented, smart, well-read, educated 13-year-old when really you're just like kind of a normal 16-year-old. So I could see why people get it. But I can see why people fake it, but definitely never would have occurred to me. And plus, all right, if I was 37 to the public, I mean, fucking who cares? I'm just going to be like an older looking 37.
I feel like the new age right now just age shame.
I feel like once you got gray hair, you can say whatever age. But once you don't, it's like you can still kind of play with it.
The gray hair will start kicking in early. And I will say...
It depends. J Mane already got a poor spot.
That's true. As white men, we age poorly. Because you can see, it's like a white tea. If I spill some coffee on the shit, you're going to see it right away. If I have a black shirt, I spill a little coffee on it, it's hard to see.
You're right.
So my skin is going to look worse than yours, but my gray hair blends into my face, whereas your gray hair will stand out more because it's on a black face.
I think I got like another 20 years before I get gray hair because my father was like 55 and he still didn't have gray hair.
It's like two different curses. You could lose your hair or you could go gray or you could do both.
He didn't do none.
But you want to, okay.
I mean, he ain't have waves, but.
Have you ever seen someone's hair turn gray suddenly?
Yes.
Because I'm watching this World War II documentary.
All my mans had gray hair.
What happened?
They was just stressed out.
Oh, so just like kind of everything
Crying
in general? And their hair would just go gray?
Yeah, like they'll get like one line, then they get 2, 3, then some of them get a patch.
In this World War II documentary, they're saying like these dudes who are going to war and you're actually like watching fucking bullets and missiles whiz by your head and shit, that their hair would go gray like overnight.
Wow.
But think about that. That is like the most stressful thing. You like being in a shootout by the corner store is nothing compared to that shit.
True.
You know, so it's like in that moment of feeling like there's a 99% chance that you're gonna die.
I was just on a plane.
That's gotta do something to you.
Navy. He seemed cool.
A Navy guy?
Yeah, he was trying to draft me.
Pause.
Gangster. He's like, yo, you should let me be your recruiter. I'm like, I'm on my way to no jumper, bro. I'm not talking about no fucking. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm not your guy. I'm a Uda, but
getting recruited is crazy.
Yeah, he was trying to recruit me. A lot of people be trying to recruit me.
Really?
Yeah.
What other kind of gangs?
Like,
yeah. What?
Other gangs, other lifestyles.
Really?
They wanted me to have an open mind.
Damn.
Even Crip Mac's ex-girlfriend, Lily Cake, she wanted to do OnlyFans with me.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear
why you? Of all people, why?
Yes. Bro, I'm a big deal for some reason. Really? I don't know why.
That's ill that she saw you as a clout opportunity. I mean, that would be probably.
I don't think it was a clout opportunity.
She got to, like, she will never go viral in her life unless she's attached to a dude. So it's like, she's kind of probably experienced like the top of that mountain with Crip Mac. Mm-hmm. She looking at you like, man, he could get me lit too.
You're a sexier version. Well, I like Crip Mac. Crip Mac is way more funnier than me.
Ever since I realized my wife wanted to fuck Crip Mac, I look at him a little different.
I don't think she really wanted to fuck him. I think it was like something funny to do.
Yeah.
Like, I think she was going to make fun of him while fucking him. I don't think
she's
like,
not
she would have
a fun maker type. Like, as much as people look at her as this crazed whore,
she don't look like a whore. She looks like
such a nice person. I have really, like, very rarely throughout my time with her heard her say anything mean about anyone. It's very rare.
She looks like she has an edge to her, though. Like, she looks like the really nice girl, but like
very little edge.
When nobody's looking, she
not a lot of
like,
edge. I don't know. I get to hear her innermost thoughts.
Fuck him, Adam.
There's not a lot of edge.
Damn.
She's very much.
She's just like a Cinderella, like a really nice girl.
I mean, I'm not trying to make her out to be a saint or anything, but she's just not really like.
So it's your fault she's doing what she's doing.
Oh, I'm the mean one. I do all the cruelty.
That makes sense.
All the cruelty is me.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. That makes sense.
And now we have the kid. So it's like she's kind of constantly having to tell me, like, because my kid was throwing up a gang sign the other day. And I was
You
like,
from O
oh,
Block
she's
too?
dropping the rakes. And
Kid is from O Block too?
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't dropping the rakes, but it was something like that. And
It was dropping.
I was like, oh my God.
The king.
And she's like, oh, don't tell her about gangs. Don't tell her about. I'm like, oh, my bad.
I mean, she gonna have to know eventually.
Probably not. Probably if you go to private schools in Beverly Hills, you probably don't. Like, I mean,
but they still gonna have like sororities.
Oh, they're gonna have something.
They're gonna have shit that's like gangs though. Like it's gonna be like.
I hope the kind of college that she goes to would not be like that kind of sorority
one of my daughters
vibe.
is like JoJo, whoever that is, like some Disney chick, JoJo.
Yeah.
JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, one of them is that, and
Really?
the other one is like. I can't really tell. She's like a bookworm.
Didn't you just have a kid recently too? Like,
Yeah.
A blueface baby? You trying to deny it?
Nah, I'm not.
How is your daughter a JoJo Siwa? Because JoJo Siwa,
She just
to
fucking
me,
likes that shit.
but she's like a hardcore lesbian now. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, but she just
Oh, okay.
likes that shit. Like she likes to go to like all her fucking shows and
Really? Oh.
yeah, like
She's a good influence, though.
yeah. She likes like to go to like her concerts and shit.
How old is she?
10.
Oh, that's a good role model for a 10-year-old.
You think so?
JoJo
I think
Siwa?
I seen the chick.
She's pretty
She had a
wholesome.
bald head.
Yeah, but she's a lesbian, but she's an ethical lesbian, from what I could tell. She's not like a mean lesbian, or she's not like a lesbian indoctrinator. I don't think.
I mean, she could be one to go like the Sexy Red concerts and shit.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
I don't think Sexy Red is worse.
You would rather your 10-year-old daughter be going to see
love
Sexy
Sexy
Red
Red.
talking about her booty hole brown.
I love Sexy Red.
Me too, but I don't know if I want my
think that
10-year-old
she's-
super hyped
She's
on
very good at exaggerating her lyrics.
Sexy Red.
Yeah, like I think like everything she's saying is really true, but it's like when it comes down to punchlines and shit like that, you get to exaggerate it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think she's a as much as her image portrays her to be, but I know that she has that mind. Like she was definitely out there getting money.
Sexy Red is the kind of hoe that I can get behind.
I love her.
Because she's a self-empowered hoe.
I love her. My
In her
baby moms
songs.
love her. Like we love Sexy Red.
It would be different if a girl was rapping about getting trained behind the dumpster.
She even reposted me one time. I was like, God made me smile when he made Sexy Red. She reposted it.
Yeah,
Girls like me for some reason. I think it's the cut on my face.
yeah.
Probably.
I know they see that shit and they just think that you must be gangsters.
I used to be.
I used to pray for $1.50.
Yo, don't go there. Cause I could show you an interview where I told that story. Like I was a kid and I used to be like fascinated with like Onyx and like all this stupid gangbanging New York shit with the Timberlands and the fucking one leg up and the cut on your face.
Onyx.
Yeah, like
Black
I was,
skinheads.
Yeah, like I was like
Those were the original black skinheads, and they were the hardest looking dudes on earth to me.
exactly.
You were influenced
And I
by that.
wanted to be like, I wanted $150. I wanted a chipped tooth. Like I wanted tattoos on my face.
Because there was that Rikers documentary that like every kid in New York watched during a certain era of New York history, right? Because
Yep.
all the BMX dudes I knew from Brooklyn were super obsessed with that shit.
Yeah, it was with me. It was like my mother, like her boyfriends. My mom's blood, so it's like I got to see that shit firsthand in my house. Like I'm like 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like just now getting into school. Like when Tupac died, and the gang shit started hitting heavy and South Side this and East Side this and Latin King. Like I got to see that shit. Like in my house. So I was like, yeah. Like the dopest nigga that came through the door with the waves and the red Coogee suits, that was the nigga I wanted to be like. You know what I'm saying? So I seen that shit like.
So what's your actual gang affiliation? Fill us in.
So I'm like whack, right?
You're like
you're
whack.
I'm from the hood, but I'm not.
You're from
an active
Pacoima?
gang member.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Like gang banger.
You left it
right?
behind, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't kind of like leave it behind. I kind of just grew up.
Yeah.
Cause we called the young gunners, right? And once you hit 30, it's like, are we still young gunners?
But okay, it's only shameful if you move on, but
In turn, Muslim.
they don't f- with you. Like if you're
They
still
definitely
cool,
don't f with me.
they definitely don't.
Nobody f with me.
Okay.
Nobody fuck with me because I tell too many jokes on the internet. And for some reason, these tough ass niggas with life, they don't like that shit. Oh, you making us look bad. How? You the one that got life, not me. How you making? Who's making who look bad?
What are you doing that makes them angry with you? Like, what are you joking about? I see you in here dissing your ops and whatnot.
Everybody, whoever, like certain people, put it like this, right? I'm gonna speak from the youngest generation of my crew right now, right? They all coming up in the Bronx drill wave, right? And they like artists that I have beef with.
Okay.
So, like, say for example, right? I was going at it with Little Reese, right? Old friend of mine's, but you know,
cousin,
J Maine's cousin, yeah.
Right.
Old friend of mine's though. Like, knew him before I knew J Maine. But whatever. We going back and forth. He like, when the you turned into a op? I'm like, I told him when, and he's like, wow, okay, you. And I'm like, all right, you. And he's like, yeah, niggas don't respect you in your hood, right? You got robbed. And I'm like, man, shit happened to you. Shit on yourself. Fucking head was smushed in. Like, what the is the difference, right? And he's like, the difference is, and he sends me a picture of him laying on his block, on a car. He's like, I could do this and you can't. So I just went back to New York and did the same shit.
Oh, word. So this is recent. You and Reese just had this.
It was like right before I met Tay Savage. Like right before I got here the last time.
You met Tay Savage through J Man?
He filmed the skit.
What skit?
All of them.
Oh, what them pretending to work in the factory and all that kind of shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a legendary film.
So did you feel like there was backdoor vibes? Because you know J Maine, he said he felt like I was
no, for real. Yeah. At one point in time, it got weird, but like, I don't really want to say like, I don't know if it was towards me or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of hard to distinguish where the how you say it, like you know how like you got to shorten this cable. We trying to figure out where's the short. Cause everything was going smooth, and then it's like, I don't know, like he just started getting real distant.
Who? Tay Savage? He stopped fucking with you.
Not really. He wasn't never really fucking with me. He came there for J Maine, but
is he not fucking with J Maine now? No, this still
he just
cool,
was
right?
distant from us. Like he was getting on the phone and walking off. Right? So we was just kind of watching him.
You thought he was fucking up,
right? This is inside.
I never thought of that move.
Yeah.
Get on FaceTime and then just walk away from the phone.
Yeah,
I would just not pick up.
That don't make sense.
It's either I pick up and I'm talking to you, or I don't pick up.
So that was my thing, like. But I get it. Niggas got other shit going on, so everybody don't need to be in your business. But then when we went outside and he walked to the dumpster. See, that's a real story. I don't know if y'all know that, but that's a real story.
He walked to the dumpster and did what?
Bro, he went to the dumpster. No, he ain't do nothing. Bro, the nigga is crazy, bro.
He walked to the dumpster instead of standing there with you and J Man.
I'll call the nigga right now, bro.
Like he would rather kick it with the dumpster.
We came outside, we smoking. The nigga went like this. Went to his car first. Doing something in his car. Then he come out of his car, he leaned up against where we at, and he like, hey, so what's going on? So that was you I was on the live with Reese? I'm like, yeah, that was me. He like, oh, okay, cool. He like, and you Alpo son, right? I'm like, yeah. He like, okay. He asked me like 1 or 2 more questions. Then he got up and walked to the dumpster. Now he's like digging in his pants.
They can't see you right there, but
now he's like digging in his pants, like
taking like a long dick out or what?
Basically, right? I don't know what he was doing, right? But he's digging in his pants.
Okay.
Right? So then he pull his pants up, but like I'm like fake watching.
Because you're thinking he's gonna pull out the blick.
Yes, because you see how he pulled it out his pants in the video.
Because this is the bully.
No, this is John Wick.
Yes.
The bully is his old name.
Can you get back to the mic?
So now, right, he digs in his pants. I don't want to do it because I got on white pants, but like he's digging in his pants, like he fixing, like say if you got like a front wedgie,
right,
and you fixing your underwear, he did some shit like dug deep in his pants, and then he walked back up to us. But like I was watching the floor, I ain't see no piss. So now I'm like tapping J Maine. I'm like, you done here?
Maybe he masturbated. Sorry,
I'm like,
Tay,
yo,
I'm sorry.
bro. Nah, you don't want no problems with John Wick. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Great
don't
man.
want problems.
Great
I'm
American.
right now. I'm nervous because he unfollowed me, then he followed me back, then he DM'd me like, "Yo, we into it." I'm like, "Hell no, nigga! Like, I'm your biggest fan." Like,
Right.
fuck no.
Did you watch the Trap Lil Ross thing about him?
Yes,
Woo!
bro. I was Trap Lil Ross before he even got out of jail. I've been knew these
Okay.
stories.
In the Chicago drill world, you have many people who have done many awful things to many people. In that environment, Tay Savage earned the nickname The Bully and earned
In the midst of all of that,
the reputation that he has.
Yes.
Now, unlike King Von, where it has been like heavily documented what he has allegedly got into, with Tay Savage, it's a little bit more of a blur. But what we do know about him getting into is some crazy ass shit. And it is kind of crazy when you think about the fact that we're just sitting here having a conversation with him. He seems chill as fuck, seems like the nicest guy you ever met in your life.
for it.
But he's capable
That nigga
of
is hardcore.
Lord knows what.
That nigga is hardcore. Like certain niggas, like I did a lot of time in jail, so I know what they look like. Like I know what they look like. Like I'm like that. I'm a Uda. I'm whatever you want to call me. But I know the difference in the levels of a nigga that's a psychopath or like a f***ing, like what you call that? Like a nigga like a sociopath. Like a nigga that's like he really crazy.
Right.
Like me, I really just like to get money, bitches, and take care of my family.
Tay's so real that he don't gotta play crazy at all.
Never.
He don't gotta let on at all.
Never.
And we only even know. Like we would never know. If he was just a rapper and nobody knew about all this shit back in the day, we would have no fucking clue. We just think like, oh, he seems like a cool dude.
Imagine being behind the camera when he pulls the gun out his pants and sees it with your own eyes. You know what it looks like. I lived in Chicago. I know what it looks like when a nigga pull up and pop out. That shit looks so regular to him.
Yeah.
Like he
So why he thought you was his op? Why he hit you on that? Like,
no, cause like I don't know, something was wrong with his Instagram. He said he couldn't see my page, so he unfollowed me, right?
Yeah.
So literally in that day, I seen him post some shit that I thought was dope, like some real shit, and I reposted it and I tagged him like, yo, this was real shit.
Yeah.
But then I noticed he wasn't following me, so I took it down, right? I ain't gonna be a dick rider, like, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Like ain't nothing like that. But if a nigga ain't following me, like I'm not promoting anything to do with you.
The only shit that we know about Tay Savage is shit that other people said about him. Once people speak on him, he'll sometimes speak on it as well. But he's never been out here telling us stories. He'll only react to stories that other people like J Mane tell.
Exactly. And the crazy part is, right? Let me tell you a secret, right? And even though I don't fuck with Billy right now, I'm gonna still say his name because I love him, but he a bitch, right? Stupid nigga in the wheelchair, right?
He's
Check
still
it,
in a
right?
wheelchair?
I don't know. You know, he switching it up every week.
A shout out to Billy's pushing the piece.
Oh,
I see it.
that was far.
I hope so. I hope that shit is like.
Sat down with J Hood. I didn't watch any of the
But
clips
J
yet.
Hood ain't. You see how they was like, yo, Tay Savage and J Mane ain't really ops? Nigga, they really got into some shit. So, but
It
J
sounded
Hood,
like Tay Savage was down to shoot at J Mane over almost nothing.
no, he was down to shoot at J Mane because J Mane was with some niggas and J Mane was on that with Reese.
Okay.
He's me. He's the lookout. He's on that car. That's what he's around for at that time. You know what I'm saying? Now he's grown to be a boss and a leader. He probably was all of that back then too. But in that situation where Little Reese is the rapper, Tay Savage is not gonna let anything happen to him. The niggas that J Mane was with and J Mane was moving like they wanted to approach Reese. That's why that happened to him. Same shit if you try to approach him now, what you think gonna happen?
Right. Because you can say what you want about J Mane, but he ain't lacking.
Never.
He moving around like somebody gonna kill him.
He know what, I ain't gonna say too much, but he know what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was there. We lived together.
And I'm the dum-dum that sent a picture of the whoops to Chief Sosa and said, hey, will you try these whoops?
But I don't think Sosa
Sosa might be out of the whole drill thing to the point where he doesn't even remember that J Mane made a bunch of songs dissing his homies. I don't know, because it's like, that is the weird thing about Chief Keef, is that Chief Keef basically was done dissing ops and shit. Like, he probably does still sneak little weird shit in there, but like, he don't seem like he gives a fuck about all that.
Keef is like me at this point, where he got more beef with his friends than his ops.
How many fucking raps you gonna put on this thing?
Nah, I had to do surgery.
You got a blunt with 2 papers?
Yeah.
Jesus
I had
Christ.
to do surgery.
You must just love.
So what's the
burning shit?
secret you was just finna tell her? You said you had something to say.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh nah, when I first, like when we first called with John Wick, right?
Yeah.
I was still living in AZ at that time, and me and Billy, we used to go to the studio and shit together. Whatever. Long story short, he had hit me one day like, "Yo, pull up to the studio. It's only gonna be like a couple niggas there type shit." So, cause I never liked being around his friends. For me, so he'll hit me like, "Yo,
Billionaire friend.
yeah." For me, so he'll hit me like, "Yo, it's just me and bro there. Pull up." Sometimes I go, sometimes I won't. Right. This particular day, he like, "Yo, pull up." For me, I'm meeting up with my man type shit. Like, I don't really know how he coming, but I explain to you more in person. So I'm like, what? What the f does that mean? Right? So I definitely didn't go. I'm like, nah, I'm cool on that. Right? So now I call a nigga one day. I forgot why. Oh yeah, I was on live with Relly, the nigga
who got shot by Rocky.
Did he get shot by Rocky?
Yeah, they're going to trial about it right now.
You talking about Relly?
ASAP Relly?
No, not him.
You talking about the
No,
comedian?
I'm talking about Relly, yeah.
Relly,
Oh,
right?
it's a different Relly.
Big Relly, yeah, from the Bronx, right? So I'm on live with Relly and Blazing Doll's old manager, that weird dude. What's his name?
What's his name?
That did the interview with Academics, Big Pluto.
Oh, all right.
That's her old manager? He was here when she was here before, but that's her old manager now? 'Cause that's the demon, right? He's a chain snatcher.
I don't.
Allegedly.
Nah, yeah, he didn't snatch the chain. I know the nigga that snatched the chain. He was on the live too.
Oh, okay.
His name is like Baby Lou Screw or some shit like that.
Wow, amazing name.
Yeah, he's from, I think, No Love City. These niggas is all crazy.
Okay.
Right? Bugged out Chicago niggas or whatever. But I was on live with all of them, and then somehow we got Tay Savage to join.
Okay.
This was like my first encounter with him. And he joined, and then he called Reese on FaceTime because the dude who was managing Blazing Dog was basically calling out names like, yo, I f with this nigga, this nigga, this nigga. Yeah. We in the same crew, kinda, but you don't know me. So Tay made the call, yo, Reese, you know this nigga? Like, Reese like, nah, yeah, I know who the nigga is, whatever, cool. So after that, I called Billionaire. I was like, yo, why everybody so scared of this nigga? Cause I seen some niggas that was talking real tough get real like funny when that nigga got on the live. Like, yo Tay, but yo, guess what? But you know, like trying to kiss his ass, like, and he just mad humble and shit, like, hey, what's up? Like, you feel me? Like, whatever, like, so I'm like, yo, Billy, what's up with this nigga? Like, he like, yo, bro, that nigga's the real deal. I'm like, what? He like, yo, bro, listen. That nigga, that's the real deal. Like, that's not one of them niggas. Like, niggas don't play with him. He from my block, my real block, Welch World.
Welch,
like, yeah, like that's bro in them. Like, that's the nigga I was telling you to pull up to the studio that day. And I'm like, oh, okay. Copy. Now, when I met him, what made me, like, back to what we were saying, made me feel the backdoor vibes because I'm the same way. I don't come around opposing the threat. I never been that kind of person. Like, I was never the nigga mean mugging in the background. Like, even when you see me in the back, like, old Cardi B videos, I'm smiling and shit. Like, I ain't never been, like, the, you know, studio gangster type nigga. So it's like, I know what kind of nigga that is. I can identify with that. Like, this nigga's playing mad cool, but this nigga is like, any second, this nigga, you heard?
Yeah.
So I told that nigga, Jay, man, let's get the fuck out of here, man. What we waiting for? He like, what y'all doing after this? We ain't doing nothing. You heard?
It was time to get up
We
out
not
of there.
doing nothing.
So you're not trying to be buddy-waddy with Tay Sav?
I mean, now I don't mind.
Okay.
But y'all asked me if I felt backdoor vibes. I'm telling the truth.
You think he's a backdoor artist? I never got
think-
that energy from that. He's like a robber.
Nah, see, because even when the nigga rob you, it don't always be a backdoor. A backdoor is I'm gonna rock you to sleep and rob you. He's just gonna take it. Like, he's not coming around smiling at you, smiling at Remo, then wait for Remo to go outside and take a piss. Give me a... No, he's coming in here, gun on the table, everything. Like, he's not gonna be sneaky with it. Like,
I think he's
backdoor...
a changed man.
Sneaky? I mean, he still got it in him.
Maybe.
He made me nervous.
It
And
seems like he gets that if he wants to make it in the music industry, he needs to play ball and be a nice guy. But who knows how he's treating
I think that
people outside of the music industry.
I think outside of the music industry, that's just him. Like, honestly, I think like he's really trying to change.
He seems like it.
And you got people who's crazy like him who want peace.
You haven't seen him do anything crazy since he's been out, right?
I can feel his energy, bro.
Yeah, but you haven't seen anything. You know, it's not like you
I
heard
seen
this
some
story
videos
about
of him
doing,
knocking people out and doing shit that y'all probably never seen.
I believe he got it in him for sure. But
Yeah, that nigga is dangerous.
so okay, look, back to the first question. Where are you from? And
I'm from Harlem,
and
New York.
you're an OY,
No, I'm a YG.
a YG.
We got beef with them.
right?
Yeah, like
These are the two
Like my
warring
side is like
sectors.
Shy G's,
Right.
D-Thing, Use G's, like Kenzo B, Maya V, like
If you were to compare both sides to the BDs and the GDs, who's
OYs and the OGs is definitely the O's. They clicked up with O Block
because they're the ones who are doing
they
the
cool
best
with
in the
O
music
Block in real
industry as
life.
well. Who's up on the scoreboard?
Damn, that's a trick question.
You don't got to get detailed with your answer.
I mean, as
but
far as people that matter, we are.
really,
Yeah, but as far as like just randoms getting, no disrespect to nobody that
right.
gets shot or hurt or passes away.
We don't need
but
to know the details. I'm just wondering what the
you-
mood is on the street.
Everything, like a lot of shit is like, so I could talk about it. Like, it's not like I'm gonna say, hey, Johnny shot him 5 times in front of
Right,
the
yeah.
building, but I could tell you, like, yeah, like,
That's crazy though, because if you're talking about like young kids, what they would say to that question, they don't give a fuck about anything that happened 5 years ago.
they don't.
They
And
care
it's
about
crazy
right now,
because,
right?
like, I blink, like, you see how we was just talking about, like, how the young niggas don't fuck with me? When we started this shit,
So you feel like you started the YGs?
I'm one of the people, yeah. Like, I'm one of the first notable ones that put in enough work to make us go to the next level. Like, I'm responsible for it, like, becoming a gang to a certain extent because we was all, like, renegade bloods who didn't want to fucking listen to the older homies, right? And we just, like, I was just on some shit like, fuck these niggas rules. Like, let's just do our own thing.
Right, because like to go from being seen as just like a crew, never mind like a little rapper crew,
That's what it was. We was just a
but to
bunch
be
of niggas
viewed
protecting
as
rappers.
like actual like a threat to
When I got this
existing
cut on my
gangs, they put
face.
you in that category. That's
That's
a totally
why I got
different
cut.
thing, right?
That's why they cut me.
Really?
It was like
Because you were trying to level up.
you doing too much. Like, you think you bigger than blood. Like, fuck beefing with us, nigga. You think like your gang is like better than ours and is gonna fucking outlast us. And I mean, we only been out for 20 years.
20 years. Wow. You consider China Mac a blood?
I thought he was when I was locked up with him.
Yeah,
but he was just denying it.
Yeah, I thought he was. Like there's a blood gang called the Mac Ballers, right?
Right.
And
And he's
everybody's
China Mac,
name
right?
got Mac, right? At one point in time,
Right.
everybody name has something Mac or something Baller, right? It's just like everybody in YG, they got something G's, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if you're original, your name is Young something. Like my name was Young Poe. That's the tattoo on my neck. All my friends had young names. We were young gunners, right? So you could tell by the levels of the nigga by how he's named. Like if his name is his name, then he probably been YG for a long time. But if his name is like something G's, he's a part of the new generation.
Okay. So China Mac saying he was never a blood.
China Mac saying that he was never blood, I don't know if I believe that, but
if we go back into his old music videos, we might be able to find some bars.
No, yeah. He right? definitely was acquainted with them. Like,
we should do a deep dive. We should do a real research.
I did an interview with China Mac, right? That never came out.
Really?
Yeah,
on his platform.
Yeah, like before he even migrated to the West Coast.
Okay.
Right.
Because he migrated back.
We was like under the same management in like 2018,
Who was his
2017.
manager?
It was I don't know. You seen that jacket? That jacket I was wearing? My man Dope Chef, right? He got some shit called UMG. Okay. Right? And
Universal Music Group.
Not Universal, but underground music, okay. I guess, or some shit, right? Yeah. I don't want to make it, like, I don't want to say it wrong. That's why I'm stuttering, because I want to say it right, but I don't remember. Anyway, UMG, right? My man Dope Chef, he was managing me and China Mac, but it was more like a partnership, because we was both bringing shit to the table. Like, China Mac was doing some shit called Rad Money at that time.
Okay.
He's still doing it.
And him and that nigga owned the studio together, and that was my main studio.
Okay.
So we was together all the time. We used to always like, oh, let's do a record. Whatever. Never got the record done, but we did an interview, and it just never came out. I don't know what happened to it. But
you talking Reckless in it?
From it? Huh?
You talking Reckless in it?
Nah, I don't know why it never came out, to be honest. You would have to ask him. But he interviewed me. He was the first person to interview me about what really happened to my face.
Okay.
Like, that was something that the first person I ever shared the actual story with, like no dancing around, no playing games, was him.
Because that was probably a big deal to you.
It was a big deal.
It's a big deal that it happened, and it's a big deal people just kind of knowing about it, right? It's the dangers of white pants right there, my friend.
Yeah, I know. But it wasn't even that. I didn't, like, me personally, like, I really like to make people chase my story. Like, I don't really like to be the nigga to just give you everything. Like, so I'll beat around the bush with certain shit, or I'll dance around certain shit. And then if the right person asks me, like, yo, I f with Remo and Adam. So if y'all ask me, I'm gonna tell y'all. But if I'm at an interview with whoever, and he's like, yeah, so what happened to your face? And I'm just like, nigga, I got cut. You know?
Yeah, certain people ask me something, I'm like offended that you haven't watched me talk about this on other podcasts. So it's almost like I'm not going to give you that. Like, because doing interviews is all about respect. The person, you have to respect the person who's asking you questions in order to really be forthcoming, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, I could do an interview with some random person I don't respect, but if their questions are really good, I could have that conversation. But if you want like basic shit out of me, I'm probably going to have to respect you.
Yeah. Like, certain people, I don't know, like, I ain't comfortable. Certain people, I don't even play with. Like, you look at when I came up here with J Mane, like,
right,
you ain't gonna find another interview like that nowhere.
I felt like J Mane was almost a little bit weirded out by all of a sudden taking the back seat during his own interview, because we had a bunch of shit that we just asked you in the middle of it, and then he's just sitting there getting over high, just kind of like spacing out and like forgetting about the fact that he's even doing an interview.
I think it was just a miscommunication between me and him, because I was telling Remo on the way here, like, I'm not really the type of nigga to like try to overstep.
Right. We demanded you get on camera and tell us a bunch of shit.
You get it?
Yeah.
Like, I was never even trying to come nowhere near this room.
If I was J Mane, I would have been weirded out if you were being thirsty trying to get on camera. I feel you, but it wasn't really like that. We were just actually
I was literally all the way out there, and he was like, why the f are you not in here?
Right, yeah.
And then I went from there to like, nigga, pull up a chair. So me personally, I was here for the experience. Like, I kind of just wanted to be behind the scenes. Yeah. I wanted to see it. I sit there, I watch you on TV every day, right? I watch you on TV every day. Now I'm in the fucking room that I didn't even know exists, right? At No Jumper. So I'm like at a amusement park. Like, right. I made video. I never put them up, but like, I made videos walking around. Like, I was fanned out. Like, you know. No disrespect to myself, but I was just like, oh shit, like this shit is the way this shit is set up makes me like respect it even more.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate
I was just kind of like being a tourist out there, and I got to watch the actual interview live on television. So I was good.
So how much backlash did you actually get from that interview? Because you were dissing the GDs.
I ain't really getting no backlash. It was like the GDs know it's them already. Like they know why, they know how it got there. They know like we was cool.
Let's break that down.
Let's break it down. Cause I ain't really touch on it. I just said the blickies.
You mentioned why you don't like the GDs and stuff.
I don't like them because they always doing sneaky shit. Like,
all right, but
like at least with a fucking BD, nigga just going straight do it to me. Like GDs, they act like they cool with you. They meet your mother. They stay in your house. They wear your clothes, and then they steal from you. And then when you get mad and want your shit back, they act like it's beef. Like, yo, Adam, I want that pillow, right? I want you to put those up on your website because my baby mother even wants a pillow. She seen Mama Duck with a pillow.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, she seen Mama Duck with a pillow. She like, bring me back a pillow. I'm like,
Mama Duck probably thinks about the $600 she says I owe her every time she looks at that pillow.
Yo, I wanted to get there too, right?
Wait,
why do you owe everybody so much money?
We're gonna talk about it.
So why do you owe so much people money? Like, how does this happen?
It's one person and she lying.
Butter lying, everybody lying.
Butter mega lying. He over lying.
All right.
So look, with the GD situation, you got robbed in New York for your chain.
Yeah.
And it was supposedly the Blickies.
It was
Shout
some
out
niggas.
to Tutu G's, my boy.
It wasn't Tutu.
Shout out to all the twirlers.
It wasn't none of the rappers.
No twirlers?
Nah. But I was with them.
Okay.
So I blamed them.
Oh.
Like it's like a Tupac situation.
Yeah.
Like y'all niggas knew I was gonna be here and y'all knew them niggas was gonna be here and y'all ain't tell me. Fuck y'all niggas.
What chain was it?
It was a chain that never ever hit the internet. Like that's the funny part, right? It was a chain that looked like a Dream Chaser piece, right?
Yeah.
But it said Money Team because me on my block, we had some shit called MT where, you know, we was getting to the bag. That was our little shit, right? Cool. My shit said Money Team, but it was like a Dream Chaser piece. And it was on the thick rope chain. That's what got taken from me. The pictures with next to my ID, not my jewelry. The niggas out, it was 4 niggas there.
Yeah.
But nobody never actually said what happened because them niggas got indictments and all types of cases. So I never actually told the story the way it should be told so people could know, like, Envy Kane didn't rob me, Tutu G's didn't rob me, Coastal, like, none of them niggas ain't robbed me. Like,
who did it?
Some older nigga from they hood who supposed to be connected to a nigga named Dementio that my pops killed a long time ago.
Oh.
Right? Now, what I can say is that young niggas knew it was gonna happen, but they couldn't stop it. So, Remo, don't invite me all the way out here to LA to no jumper, nigga, and if some niggas is waiting outside, nigga, you gonna put me out there by myself.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Tell me before I get there, like, yo, I'm pussy, so you need to make sure you got your gun. Right? Yeah. Or if you tell me, yo, I got you, Poe, you good. Yo, do I need security? Nah. Do I need a gun? No. You good, nigga. This my hood. You good. And I'm not good in your hood? Nigga, you a bitch and it's that now.
So how does this altercation lead to you falling out with Billionaire Black?
Yeah, because that nigga, they called that nigga before they did that shit. They called that nigga and they asked that nigga like,
yo, we got Poe here.
What's up with this nigga? Like, you with him or... And whatever answer he gave them wasn't convincing enough for them not to move. That's just my opinion. I can't state that as a fact because I wasn't on the phone.
But how are you privy to the information that he got the call anyway? Like, how you know?
He told me.
So he told you like, hey, the nigga
yeah, but like, I don't think he understood what he was telling me when he told me that. Like, that was literally the missing piece to what I was trying to figure out. Like, why did this happen?
Yeah.
It wasn't no reason. It wasn't no beef. It wasn't no issues. It wasn't no funny vibes. It was like, why did this happen? And how did y'all niggas get how the fuck That's like Adam. You come to my hood. You go to Marhaven, you go to Polo, you go to RPT, you go to any hood that's a YG hood, and something happened to you, nigga, and I'm telling you, I'm damn near the leader.
Right.
Nigga, something wrong with that.
I'm not gonna really be partial to you after you get me into that situation, for sure.
You know, like,
you're telling me that you really got control of this area,
and
that you're gonna
don't.
protect me, and then you don't. Now, the way I am, I'm going with security regardless, because I'm just
But
at the
back
point
then,
where I
I
don't
was-
feel like I'm gonna trust anybody. But from like a normal perspective,
I was just blowing up at the time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for
you know,
sure,
I wasn't like, I was getting like 5,000 a show. I wasn't nobody.
you probably should have had the hammer on you regardless, huh?
I mean, I kind of did, but like I said, I can't really speak on it because those niggas is like in conspiracies and shit like that.
Right.
Still open, still in jail.
Got it.
Whatever, right? So I never really spoke the actual story. Like, I gave niggas the runaround. Oh yeah, I went to Brooklyn, I hung with some niggas, they lied me. Who did it? Them niggas. Like, that's it. It was never like detailed. But like, that was the missing piece that I was trying to figure out. Like, what, like, fuck me. If they don't respect me, they don't know me, whatever. But like, nigga, I went to Chicago and really locked in with the GDs in Chicago. Like, not just Billionaire and Duck, rest in peace, and nigga, like the older niggas, like the board members. I'm locked in. Niggas from the feds calling me, from the feds. Yo, politicking. Preach with me. All right, cool. Like, I was damn near GD. Like, damn near. Like, I wasn't, but I was basically letting them be known. Like, yo, we YGs. Yeah. This how we moving. We fuck with y'all. We was clicked up. So I'm locked in with Adam and Remo. But I got robbed by Brick Baby at No Jumper.
Bad look.
Not saying that y'all bigger than him in any way, but I'm speaking on you being...
I should be able to tell him not to do that if I'm telling you to come around.
And if I asked you...
Right.
Right? Let's say I'm... What's this nigga name? From DC.
Aunt Glizzy.
Let's say I'm Aunt Glizzy, right? And I
DC.
And I got a problem with Brick Baby from back then when I used to be with Jim Jones in 2005, right? So I'm nervous to come up here because I don't know what's gonna happen because I know that I said some stuff about Brick Baby, right?
Right.
So when I call you and say, hey, Adam, am I good? Or do I need to come up in here like Wu-Tang?
John Wick, yeah.
Nah, you don't want to come in here like Yo, when I tell niggas don't play with John Wick, I'm serious, bro.
Right.
That's not a nigga you want to play with.
Definitely.
That nigga is hardcore. Like Lil' Kim album, hardcore.
Okay.
You heard?
I got you. So where are we?
So don't tell me to come somewhere that I'm safe.
Right.
And then something happens to me. Now I look at you a little bit different. Right? So me being the gang member and I'm locked in with these other gang members and we're literally making plays, nigga. Did you not see me put Billionaire Black on a song with Cardi B? That wasn't no fucking cool shit, nigga. That was a fucking play.
Right.
We knew that, nigga, if she called me to do the song with me, yo, send me a couple records. I'm going to go whichever one I like, I'm going to get on. Because once I sign, shit going to be different. This right before the Atlantic deal.
Well, why'd you put Billionaire on it instead of
Because I was fucking with him heavy at that time. We was everywhere together. Like, we was going state to state together, Airbnb, getting fly, fucking bitches, doing features, doing shows, everything together.
And Yella, right? Because Yella was...
Nah, Yella was already on some bitch shit over Queen D. He been out the mix.
Because one of the first times I actually seen you and Yella together was in like an Exact TV.
Me, Yella, and Billionaire.
Yeah.
This when Yella first got shot doing the No More movement, right?
Yeah.
When he first started pushing peace, right? He got shot before he moved. I flew out there. We did the Zach TV interview. And then the very next day, I did my Zach TV interview. That's how everybody found out who I was. Now, same situation like the J May interview. I came to support.
Yeah.
He put the light on me. Yeah, this is somebody's son.
That's your move, huh? Show up at somebody else's interview and then get your own interview?
No, but that's usually what happens.
Go, I respect it.
Right? And if you look at the interview, you could see I was all the way over here, and Zach said, hey, you know anybody from New York? Cool with anybody from New York? Because he was trying to do a lot of like Dipset interviews and shit. So he asked Yella, like, yo, you cool with anybody from New York? Like, he like, yeah, I got a nigga with me from New York right here, right now. And I'm all the way over there.
Yeah, that's like one of the first songs I seen.
Yes. What the f are you doing with him? So what the fuck you think I was there for? You think I just wanted to hang out with them and just die?
You were the shooter?
I mean, when I needed to be, yeah. But I was there to connect the dots on a music level. I was there to connect the dots from Chicago to New York. I was the first nigga from New York to go to Chicago and actually live that shit. Not just stay in the hotel downtown and do a music video in an expensive mansion. No, go to the trenches.
So you feel like you played a part in like the drill culture of New York?
I am the reason, yo, bro, I came home 2011. It was no drill music. It was just Waka Flocka.
Yeah, who can we really say is the root of New York drill?
Me.
He said he created.
You gotta say me because.
Are we talking sonically or just dissing a million ops on one song?
No, I'm talking about both. I'm talking about my first record right now. If you look me up, it's called Knocked Off, and it's a High Bridge and Cortland disc.
What
Before
year?
2013.
Who else was making drill out in New York at that time period?
My ops. Some niggas from White Plains.
Okay.
Right? And they was like we was basically doing our own records off of Chicago beats. Like, if we hear a nice beat Chief Keef used or Fredo or somebody.
When did Pop Smoke come out? 2017?
Pop, nah, like 18.
20, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Pop.
Well, he got popping.
No, Pop was only out 11 months and died.
That was it, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like Pop, I seen Pop coming too. Like I was proud of that nigga. Like that. The reason why I don't take rap serious no more is because that happened to him. Like that changed me in a drastic way. Like how Tupac's murder or Biggie's murder changed people's lives back then.
Right.
Because when I seen Pop get that big and still get killed, because our whole mind frame was we get rich, we move out the hood like Chief Keef, we never get killed, right?
Pop underestimated LA.
Hell no.
More or less, right?
No.
What do you call it?
What it was a setup.
Set up by who?
Somebody around him.
He leaked his own address
So
on social media.
every artist do that when they go to the club.
Do you think that these young ass Hoover kids who ran up in his spot were sent there by somebody in his entourage?
Somebody that was smarter than them? Yeah, that's usually what happens in gangs.
But who do you think sent it? Who?
You saying somebody set him up that was with Pop Smoke, or you saying like he was sent?
I feel like they both. I feel like a mixture of both. I feel like he was out there with some niggas that's not like that. They leaned on them niggas and them niggas folded. That's how I feel personally. Whoever was in charge of, because every artist got a head of security, whether it's legal or illegal.
I think he was too new. I don't think he had a head of security, right?
Bro, listen, this is Pop.
But there was nobody around. It was just him and a couple homies in that house.
And that's 1 in a million. Anywhere else you would have seen them, it was all them niggas.
But a lot of people make that mistake as a young rapper. They think, I need security when I go to the club. I need security when I go to perform, but I don't need security at the crib. And that is true for a lot of people. It just turns out that if you're Pop Smoke and if you have, you know, a $50,000 necklace or whatever the f- it might have been, you might need security at the crib overnight as well, right?
You telling me, right, out of all the fucking houses, all right, you said he leaked his address, so he put the goons on himself, right?
Well, I mean, that's what a lot of people said, yeah.
Then I guess. But me personally, like, my manager, right? And I got a couple. I got a road manager, I got a regular manager, I got a digital manager, I got a corporate manager, right? And they all are street smart, but they all not from the streets. And they still ain't letting nothing happen to me. And I have way worse beef than him. Way worse. Every nigga I got beef with got over $1 million. Every nigga that don't like me, you'll never see him do interviews about it because it's real. it's me now after I done had my way with them niggas. Now I'm just talking shit.
Yeah. I've seen a million rappers come from out of town and they get an Airbnb in LA, up in the valley, and they're good. And nothing happens. Pop just had like a really bad roll of the dice that he accidentally put his address online and that he actually had some motherfuckers pull up. That's how I see it.
Yo, bro, that shit though, like.
And then he had even worse luck that they ended up shooting him instead of just taking some shit.
But that's because he didn't want to give it up. Like, he act like he was about to give it up. And like every nigga, because I went through that when I was getting robbed. Take that shit off. Nigga, I ain't taking off shit. Nigga, take that shit off. Y'all niggas ain't serious. I'm looking at Remo. But you got a mask on now. Like, nigga, you just walked out the room and came back with a mask and you gonna act like this ain't Remo.
So you knew who robbed you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was around these niggas every day.
Yeah.
Older niggas, young niggas, everybody. I'm walking through the projects. I'm chilling with them. I'm going to the studio. We going on the road to do shows. Like,
you see that one of the kids who killed Pop Smoke is out because he was tried as a juvenile. You know,
yo, bro,
locked up for a couple of years. He already walking the streets again.
See,
making disrespectful posts on Instagram allegedly. I don't know if I should believe the Reddit posts that I've seen.
Reddit is kind of accurate though.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just started a Reddit. And I was like looking at mad random shit, and it's just like true.
You'll get addicted to looking at the Reddit shit because it'll be like these dudes, these 17-year-old kids from some Mexican gang that I never heard of, beating the shit out of some other gang I never heard of, and that shit would never get posted on an Instagram page necessarily because it's super violent and because they're just random fucking people. But Reddit will have you observing hella people getting beat up at the bus stop that you never would have known about.
Yo, Reddit. I seen some shit on Reddit that I thought I would never see.
Yeah?
Yeah, from a girl that I thought I would never see in that manner.
What'd she post?
No, she didn't post anything. Somebody posted a video of her doing some shit, and I didn't even think like that she was that kind of girl.
Wow. Sexual or
violent? Yeah, of course it was sexual.
Reddit got all the leaks.
Like, how? Like, I seen all your fucking shit on Reddit.
Onlyplugtalk.com. $5 a month.
I can't even find the website, but I keep finding Reddit links. Like,
Onlyplugtalk.com.
Type in Adam. Listen. Type in. Go to Google and just type in.
Edit this out. All right, back to business.
All right.
You can't encourage that kind of behavior.
Oh shit, my bad.
All right. So, where were we?
Talking about your managers.
So
is this
my managers? Yeah,
manager that was managing you and China Mac, or did y'all got?
That's one of them. Yeah. Digital manager.
All
right.
Sure.
And
that's still your managers to this day.
Basically, yeah. Like, I feel like they never got fired. I feel like I just stopped working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say like, oh, I fired this nigga, or I fired that nigga. Like I just stopped working, bro. I told you, like, when that pop shit happened, that shit was discouraging.
Yeah.
Like, on a level for a person who's looking at rap to save his life.
So then you ended up getting new management, and then you said you was managed by the same people who was managing Cardi B at the time.
Nah, that's before that. That's way before that. That's way before that. That's like, shout outs to Shaft, you know what I'm saying?
And Shaft was managing you, Cardi B, and what other artists?
Shaft was basically managing everybody that was around us, like me, her, Fetty. I seen Troy. I know he used to manage like Foxy or Kim. Like, this nigga is a beast. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and Self, like DJ Self. Who else he had?
So you and Cardi B relationship didn't come from the management team?
Hell no. Nah. Me and Cardi B relationship goes back to just being in the streets and being in the same neighborhood. Like, when I got out of jail, I paroled to Highbridge. Yeah. That's where she's from. So going outside, getting familiar, you know what I'm saying? Hooking up with different chicks. They got friends. Boom. All right, here goes sis. What up, sis? Every day. What up, sis? What up, sis? What up, sis? Now we go from what up, sis on the block to every fucking pool party or every event. I'm seeing her. Oh shit, what up, sis? Like,
Is she dancing at this time?
she's a dancer, yeah, / model.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, cause she was real famous. I don't know if people remember, but she had took a picture of, like, her tattoo, like that flower colory shit on her leg. She had did like a pool party photo shoot that I remember went viral on like her first page, cause she lost a couple of pages before she got this one. But her I Am Cardi B page, she lost that page, and she had like a viral fucking picture of her leg. Like, everybody loved it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I seen that at that pool party after I got shot and shit. I seen that there. Yo, sis, what up? So my little man at the time, he was jacking her. He like, yo, what's up with your sis? Like, you hit that before? I'm like, nah. She fire, but I ain't never. That always been sis type shit. Cause I'm always fucking with the nigga she's fucking with. Like,
Pause.
Her ex-boyfriend was my friend. So now here comes the boyfriend from Love and Hip Hop. He's asking me, yo, what's up with her? I'm like, yo, she good money. Like, she official.
That's Tommy G's?
Yes.
All right, for sure.
Now, when Tommy and her get together, now that brings us closer, because they was together like every day for like 2 months, and then Tommy got locked up. So I had to pick up a lot of slack on his behalf. Like, he called me like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, hold my wifey down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you with her. Cause she doing bookings at this time, hostings, $800 to, $1,500, whatever. Talking shit on the mic, dancing after. You know what? This is this level. He got locked up at that time.
At a certain point, that was kind of like the main way you monetized being a celebrity, was you like got paid these little $1,000, $2,000 to go to a club, right?
Hostings, yeah, or fucking.
It still exists, but it was like
I just did one.
At a certain point.
I just did one in Jersey.
I could probably make that a part of my life if I really needed to, but
I mean, it's if you need the money. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, when I don't need the money, I don't want those kind of bookings.
I got one during the porn convention that actually
See, that's different though.
made more sense, because it's
Exactly.
like they really
exactly. That's
the
way
week,
different.
you know?
Like, that's like me going to a tattoo
Bootleg Kev
convention.
tried to book me and Lena to go to his club in Arizona.
What, Club 1111?
Yeah, I gave him $1 amount. He's like, oh my God, no.
1111?
That was the end of that, yeah.
Yeah, I think he brung Cardi.
It takes a lot for me to get off my ass and go to Arizona. I don't know.
I ain't never going back there.
Why?
I got beef with Billy Black and them niggas.
Oh.
What?
Bootleg Kev will protect you.
Nigga not gonna run me over.
Bootleg
Kev. What?
Bootleg Kev will protect you.
Listen,
BLK.
I doubt if he's gonna protect me. We cool.
Bootleg
you know what
killer.
I'm saying? We cool, but I doubt he gonna get in the middle of that.
Probably not.
Yeah, but I'm scared of those niggas.
For real?
They take slippers. They ran me out of Arizona. What you think?
You think Billionaire Black and them are active right now? I don't know.
I know they active.
They are?
I know the extortion gang, take your chain, leave you butt naked on the lane.
Really?
That's their slogan. Like how you got No Jumper, the coolest podcast, and I got the Popperazzi Platinum Plus pole, aka $100,000 bail, no jail, $100,000 watch, just watch. Like, that's my slogan.
So if Billionaire Black says he's
Extortion
gonna
gang,
kill me,
take your
rob
chain,
me,
leave you butt naked in the lane.
I take it serious?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you serious?
I don't know. His reputation seemed like a nice guy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, my interaction with him has been friendly.
If you're his friend, yeah, he's nice.
Right.
Yeah. But at some point, I think he ain't look at me as a friend no more. I don't know why. You have to ask him.
He looked at you like a
If he rolled in, yeah. If he roll in here one of these days, bro, just ask him, like, yo, what's the problem with?
He'll be here soon.
Yeah. Just ask him, like, yo,
I want to find out.
what the happened
We're pushing peace.
with y'all two. Nah, yeah, it's peace on my end. But I ain't taking no risks. I'm not losing no more slippers.
No. We're pushing whoops.
Fuck that.
All right, so back to
I
the
love the
Cardi B
whoops.
thing. So Tommy G tell you to look out for Cardi B.
Yeah, he tell me like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Make sure she good. Go out with her, you know? Like,
Yeah, so you
make
like-
sure niggas ain't playing with me.
Yeah.
Like, on some, in other words, nigga, keep the niggas away from my girl. In simplest terms.
So as you watch her, then y'all decide to do she starts the skit where she's dating DJ Self.
All right, so that happened while I was in jail, right? I got locked up for a violation after an altercation with the Crips in the club. They stabbed me. It was like 60 of them. You can see it on YouTube. It was crazy.
Yeah.
You like, if you think John Wick is tough, like, wait till you see me fight 60 Crips and them still talking to you. Like that's the site you gonna want to see.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link.
It's exhilarating.
But yeah, they was on some bullshit. Great. I was with, looking at the flick of the wrist. Shout out to Connect. Remember that dude from Texas? Look at the flick of my wrist. Yeah, Remember that song?
I feel like I'm hearing his name right there for the first time, though, to be honest. I feel like I've never heard that name before. But I
Shout out to Connect.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he was a Texas rapper. He came out to New York. We was cool, both with DJ Clue at the time. I'm moving around trying to be a rapper. He's in the city. I'm showing him around. We go to the studio with London on the track. A promoter calls us, yo, I got a bag for y'all, pull up. We take the last minute bag, pull up to the club. It's like 60 Crips, nobody else, and just us 6 niggas in the VIP. I should have known something wasn't right at that point, but like at that point, like I'm really one of those niggas, like before a lot of shit happened to me, I used to feel like a nigga ain't gonna dare play with me. I don't care if it's just me and you, Adam, and we got slippers on. A nigga won't dare play with us because I know how I get. For me, so I slept on them. I seen the bunch of Crips. Even though I'm not blood or I ain't have beef with them, I still should have been on alert. Like nigga just called you to a party, gave you a little bullshit 3,500. You walk in to a fucking Crip party, and it's like it didn't hurt that we all had on red. So that became an issue.
Is that the YG's color?
Nah, YG's color is like that green.
Okay.
Yeah, like the green in your tattoos.
Why are you all wearing red? Just coincidence?
Yeah. I had on like a black and red hat.
You're Team Cardi B at this point too.
Exactly. Yeah. So our attire is fucking red, right?
Suwoo.
Straight like that.
Okay.
Right? So it didn't help, right? It furthered the issue. We get into it. I get stabbed. I'm on a run at this time, so.
You get stabbed how? They just run up on you in the booth?
Oh, yeah. They ran up. They was like, yo, take your hat off. I said, I'm not taking my hat off. They threw a bottle at the hat. The hat fell off. I picked it up, put it back on, and then they rushed my VIP.
Damn.
Yeah, they were serious. They wanted my hat. Shout outs to those niggas.
You gotta love a random beef that ain't about none. Because there's so many beefs that are about like important shit. But like this just sounds like the dumbest beef ever.
Bro, it was random. Like that's why like I be moving how I be moving, cause it's like, yo, bro, it'll be the day you really think nothing ain't, and it just go down. So I get stabbed. I'm on a run at this time from parole. So I wake up cuffed to the bed. I go up north, and when I go up north, this is when the Love and Hip Hop thing starts. The filming and shit starts.
Okay.
Right? So I get locked up like February 2015, and I come home like October, like right after the first or second episode just aired. So when I came home, like that storyline was the storyline, and no, we ain't discuss it or nothing. Like she did what she had to do. So I jacked it. I came straight home, right, fell right in line, right back where I was at. Like,
so you was around her, DJ Self, during the end till of
yeah,
hip hop.
Yeah, but like, that shit TV, gang. Like all that shit, like some of that shit be that. Right. Like, put it like this. Maybe they did exchange numbers before the show.
Yeah.
But like she wasn't fucking with Self. Like, but I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know who runs Love and Hip Hop. I don't know why they wanted that storyline, or if that was going on and I wasn't around. I don't know, but I went with it.
What year?
2015.
So in 2013, you was dropping High Bridge diss tracks. How the hell you and Cardi B was able to even be friends if she from High Bridge and you dropping diss tracks towards her hood?
Because that beef, I was actually defending some people that like. That beef came, I inherited that beef from being friends with niggas she was fucking with. Put it like that. So if she from the bridge and her boyfriend got beef with niggas from the bridge, how you think she feel about certain niggas from the bridge?
So you don't like A Boogie?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I love A Boogie.
Okay.
I don't think he likes me.
Because of you dissing his hood?
He knows why though.
Other personal shit?
He knows why. Okay. Like, I used to run with y'all. Like, y'all know what the problem is. The problem is the problem. And we have a problem.
You know what's crazy is that I interviewed A Boogie back in the day, but he don't like me. I don't think, because one time I went on Vlad. I think it was like the first or second time I was on Vlad, and for some reason, something about that Vlad room, you're just sitting in that dark room with the drum sets behind you, and it's just like you just start saying shit. And for some reason, I repeated something that somebody had told me, somebody who I trusted. I'm not saying that this is actually true, but I basically said that Kodak Black would never f with A Boogie because Kodak said that A Boogie got a shit took and never did nothing about it, which somebody told me that was why Kodak never did the video to their collaboration together. Drowning, which was a huge song. Somebody told me that, somebody who I really, really trust, who I do not ever think would ever lie about
So who
Kodak.
do you think robbed them?
I don't know. I don't even know the details of the story. I just, for some reason, said that to Vlad, of like, that's why Kodak didn't do that video. And then A Boogie said something on a story about it.
Go on YouTube and type in paparazzi pole snatch hybrid chain.
You took his chain? Shut the f
I ain't
up.
take nobody's chain, but go on YouTube and type in paparazzi pole high bridge. And you're going to see there's a lot of chains taken from them niggas.
Popperazzi.
Popperazzi. P-O.
High bridge.
You're going to see is a lot of chains being exchanged.
It's a lot of the clips that we did with you.
Yeah? I don't even remember mentioning him.
I don't see anything about you taking the high bridge chain, but...
Just type in robbery.
K-Flock claims Popperazzi Pro ran from me.
That's another joke. Yo,
I gotta watch that now.
Yeah,
I
you
should have
should.
done more research.
You should. Nah, type in robbery.
Mode.
Just type in robbery.
Okay.
That way you get to the juicy stuff.
Okay.
Or type in me on FaceTime with his moms.
Okay. Popperazzi Pro talks getting robbed in Brooklyn for his chain. No, that's not what you want.
Nope. You're getting close.
Paparazzi Post stands up against 30 plus Crips in a Queens
that's the other
nightclub.
video. Save that and watch it later. That's the other video. Look, keep going.
Goons show Paparazzi Post jewelry.
There goes that's the
Coke
picture.
Boy Cheese got robbed.
That's the incident we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Keep going.
You really got me digging deep here.
Oh yeah, I've been
Paparazzi Post got a lot of beef out here,
I've been lit for like 12 years, bro. What's this? 23?
2023.
Yeah, I've been lit since like 2011.
I just haven't seen anything about you taking a hybrid chain. We got to figure out what to search for that.
So on the
Just
internet,
type in paparazzi pole takes hybrid chain.
I already searched.
Nah,
Hybrid.
we typed in just paparazzi pole takes hybrid chain. Yeah.
So did you
I
take
love
the chain?
They're really getting a
had
window
him.
into my Googling abilities right
I had
here.
him.
Paparazzi Pro with hybrid chain. Whoop.
So that's you holding one of the.
You can't see your face, but
Why would I show my face?
I mean, it's old as f, so it's like
Exactly.
6 years ago.
And when did the song come out?
I don't know, but
Drowning.
Okay. So you're saying that you took his chain.
I'm saying that I had a couple of hybrid chains at that time.
That's crazy that I was willing to
I
volunteer
had a
this
couple of
story about
hybrid
me and
chains.
Vlad talking about it, and then spoiler.
Yeah.
A Boogie gonna think I just manufactured this whole thing.
It happens like that all the time.
Damn it.
But I had my hands on a couple of those chains around that time. So yes, there was a robbery that occurred. That
See, I'm talking about shit without even knowing about what the full rumor actually is.
That happens to me a lot. That's why I be kind of like,
You need to be given credit for your robberies.
nah, I don't want the credit. I don't want the credit. Like that's like a trophy to us. Like we love it.
Okay.
That's like
So
it's a payday.
Where's A
nigga.
Boogie at?
Somewhere rich.
They were saying he was the hottest out of New York for a while there.
he was.
And then he just fell back. What happened?
I don't think he fell back. I think he like caught cases and shit.
Really?
Yeah, I heard like Jersey house got raided, some shit.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he had a lot going on, but he should be good now though. He got enough money to make it all go away.
Think he could fit in the drill era of the Bronx?
He
should be able to
he's
be the-
He's the fucking nigga. He's the nigga that fucking signed B Love and Shy K and them.
But like the way that Fabio has managed to become an elder statesman to the drill, because he can make drill music, but he's also a little bit more of an artist. He can flesh it out, make real songs. But he also embraces the 4-1s and all these little drill dudes and is able to harness their energy. Because Fabio's an old head compared to all these
If
children.
I ain't get locked up as much as I did, then I'll be one of those niggas. Like, carrying the young niggas on some drill shit. But
that's what we need to see from A Boogie, is that he can be the old head who still remains cool with the next generation.
I think that he's just gonna embrace the little niggas that's from his side, which he did, like Booba Savage and B Love and Shy K and K Flock. You know, he embraced those kids. He did songs with them. Like, he did what he could, but like the last drill record he did was with like Billionaire Black.
Really?
And he wasn't doing, he was singing like Dirk on the song. He wasn't actually drill rapping. His style of rap was never, it went from like bars, like battle rap to that singing shit.
Okay, A Boogie with a Hoodie dropped a video 2 months ago and a project. Well,
yeah,
it's a bunch of random shit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
And then, but the song he did drop did like 5 million views. I mean, he's been dropping a bunch of stuff, but it's a lot of like
Boogie's in the same lane as Little TJ, bro. That's not drill rap.
Oh no, definitely not.
A Boogie and Little TJ and
but if he wants to harness the younger generation of kids from the Bronx or the Bronx admirers, he needs to be able to at least somehow make sense in that landscape, right?
He did songs with B Love, but they weren't drill songs.
It didn't work.
He took B Love to his world.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he can go back to that.
So like making
a lot of artists, they can't switch it up. Like he can switch it up. The niggas can. I call him Michael Jackson of the Bronx, right?
Fabio.
No, not Fabio.
A Boogie.
A Boogie. Yeah, Fabio is in Brooklyn.
Nah, yeah, I mean, he put out a whole tape in 2022, so we can't, or a whole album, whatever you want to call it.
We didn't. It's not exciting to us no more.
Unless,
but he's very successful. I give him that. Like, he's very talented. I don't think it's over. I just feel like his style of music is out of style.
Okay.
Like, nobody's not listening to that right now.
So you feel like if you made more drill records, he will have...
He can't make drill records. He's never been on a drill. He can't make drill records. Every nigga you seen, right? The real deal drill artists, don't they go to jail or die for the shit that they talking about?
Not really.
Oh, yeah?
The Lil Durk.
Some of them.
What?
I ain't seen Lil Durk just been... I mean, he been to jail, but...
What makes you think Durk is a Vaughn? That's two totally different people. That's a rapper and a shooter.
No, I'm just at a drill artist.
No, I'm talking about a real drill artist. Like, nigga, like K Flock, yeah, Up in Fashion, he did that, right? You seen his lyrics come to life? You seen Vaughn lyrics come to life?
Yeah.
Only certain artists, either you go to jail for that shit or you die for that shit.
So did K Flock really make you run from him?
No. Nah, but that's how he was carrying it on the live. When you watch the live, it's funny. You gonna see. We used to go live a lot.
I seen a couple.
That was my little man. Like, I was always the older nigga. Like, I put it like this. When I reached out to the little niggas and told them, listen, this is what we doing now. We gonna do this music shit. We gonna keep it in the music and we gonna keep it out the streets. Right? I got on the phone with niggas like Booba Savage and Shy K and them, and I say, yo, listen, let's try this. Let's just try doing this on music and keep it out the streets. No, niggas did this, niggas did that. All right, we both could yell that back and forth, right? But for me being a nigga who used to hang in your hood, who we all used to be cool, I'm saying we ain't got to be cool, but let's just keep it in the music and let's take it a little less out the streets. Because y'all got a little taste of what this music shit could do. So don't sit here and act like you don't want this opportunity. So when y'all see me trolling them little niggas, I was helping them get in front of y'all face. Just like when they diss me, they helping me get in front of y'all face.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I understood that dynamic from hanging in Chicago and seeing Vaughn and Duck do it. These niggas talking every day on the phone like they friends. Yo, Vaughn, you know I'm about to diss you, right?
Vaughn over understood that because I think that his beef with Youngboy was like, there was like a real root of it. It's not like he necessarily would have just invented it out of thin air, but he understood the value of beefing.
Yes.
And he understood that the amount of leverage or the amount of attention that he had got out of beefing with Duck had been capitalized on. Like, there just wasn't any new ground to touch by beefing with Duck. Really Meanwhile, you beef with Youngboy, you're engaging tens of millions of extremely active fans.
So now y'all understand why Vaughn was so big.
And they could actually listen to you and they could actually listen to Dirk. Like, you might become their new favorite rapper. They might not with Youngboy anymore because your shit's kind of hard too.
So no one understanding that I'm literally seeing this.
Yeah.
When I go to Chicago, I realize all these niggas is brothers, cousins, and friends, and they all just pick the side to get money with. And it seemed like the BD side just works faster. So niggas shy away from the GD side. So me being me, right? I'm like, F it. Let me help y'all get acquainted with some other fucking high level GDs that could probably pull y'all up. Right? This is my mind frame coming around a bunch of niggas from Chicago that's getting lit on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could probably be like a Diddy or something. Right?
Can I just ask, how do you feel Tutu G's is viewed within New York at this point? Because personally, on a musical level, I really like his music.
Tutu is that nigga because if you want to really sit here and break it down to a science, the style that we're using is his style. We just did it our way in the Bronx.
Right. Sped it up, made it a little rougher.
We just did it our way. You get it? Like, it's just like his style came from somewhere. You understand what he said his influence was? Chief Keef, right? Okay. His style came from somewhere. He put his own spice to it. He brung the blicky, the word blicky, right? He brung the dance, right? He brung the movement. He got locked up for a body. He's K-Flock of 20 fucking
Doesn't
16.
he have another attempted murder case right now or some shit?
Some shit like that. I think I seen some shit about a club.
There's a video of him like shooting somebody on the street, I believe.
Listen, God bless him. Like, even though I don't fuck with a lot of niggas he fuck with, I got nothing but love and respect.
Do you feel like it's always gonna be tough for him because he's not in the cool gang because the woos?
Nah,
a little
because
bit more,
I
they
seen
suck
him break
up the energy like the BDs, right? In terms of New York.
But I seen him get like acknowledged by the greats. Like, nigga, I seen Quavo post his fucking video, Twirlanda. Like,
But you think that would happen right now?
I don't know if it's gonna. I think that record changes everything. I think that if Tutu just gives us another one of those records we like from Tutu, everybody would get right back where they need to be. I don't think it's nowhere near over for him. He's young.
Right.
That nigga ain't 30. He's young. Just had his first kid. He getting his feet wet. That nigga could still come and run this whole shit. You gotta think about it. Pop Smoke and them niggas, rest in peace, they was talking about him. Bobby Shmurda and them niggas, they was talking about them.
Tutu G's Dizzy Devil featuring J. Breezy 4 weeks ago, 377K.
That's because he not buying views and he ain't got nobody pushing that. Like, he don't got no machine behind him no more.
Yeah, he dropped a couple videos that are doing like 120K.
Before you would see 4 videos of Tutu on World Star, another 4 videos over here, another 4 videos over here, and then a freestyle. This is the whole Brooklyn.
He really only dropped a couple things last year. He did.
I think he fired his manager or something.
Kodak feature video, only 2.3 million. This was like decent, but for Keep a Blicky, 2.3 million like a year ago. See, I'm very like amateur understanding of New York.
Yeah, nah. I see. With Tutu is like Tutu started some shit, and then a nigga named K-Flock did it better.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's just it.
You think that K-Flock sucked up the Tutu G's aura? Pause.
All right. So think about the 5-year-old foreign flow. We watched it transform from JD to a little less, right? More Sosa Geek / Pop Smoke, right? All right, what you think Pop was doing that whole time? He took they flow and did it better. He was in the shadows the whole time. As 5-year-old and them niggas was blowing up, he was there. He was pulling up with his car, letting niggas use it for the video, whatever. Like, he was around, and then, like Jay Guapo said, I went to sleep at my session. I let the nigga use the time. He used it to the best of his ability. That's what happens. Tutu's drill god. That's Chief Keef for Brooklyn, right? That's what I call him. He's the Chief Keef for Brooklyn.
I just wonder, you think he gets his respect at this point?
He does, but just not probably as much as we as fans feel like he should. The same thing with Chief Keef. When every time a nigga say, who got more influence, Chief Keef or King Von, I want to smack you. Because you know Keef is, we like Von because we like Keef.
Von has had more of a recent influence.
That's great. But
most of Sosa's influence happened 10 years ago.
So that
and it's still being felt, but in terms of like recent influence, for sure, I'll give it to King Von. But in terms of like the last 12 years, for sure, it's Sosa.
Keith is the nigga. Keith is the nigga. I don't care. It's just like from the GD side, right? Billionaire Black, Duck, like Young Dutchy, like the original, like Lil J, like the original FBG niggas, like them niggas is goats. Like I don't rate it. Like it depends on what you rating it. Like you see how you looking at views and shit. I don't care about it, cause I know firsthand. Like yo, in my opinion, these niggas is goats no matter if they make another good song or not, or another song that does 1 million views, right, or not. To me, you still a goat. Like. I still, if I'm getting in my car right now and I'm in Cali and I'm driving and a Chief Keef song comes on in Pandora, I'm not changing it.
But that's not the question. The question is, do you listen to Chief Keef's new music?
Sometimes. When I get around to it, it's not like when I first started listening to Keef, I actually bought his album.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, because that first few years of Sosa's career, all the way up to like the Finito era and maybe like a year or two after that, you were really listening to every project.
I was.
I was. For sure, me and my friends were.
I'm gonna be real. I wasn't. Me personally, I just want to hear the beginning shit.
New tape drops. We listening to it 10 plus times in the car, out riding bikes or going to parties or whatever. That was just where we were at that point. And that is a certain level of fandom. Honestly, if Dirk drops right now, I'm going to listen to the album 10 times.
Okay.
I can't say that about all that many rappers, realistically.
See, now, me, personally, I think, like, with Dirk, it's periodic for me. Like, I'm trying to think of what artist that, like, I never stop bumping their shit no matter what. Like, that's what I'm looking for out of these people.
Future, probably.
It's a tall
I never even listened to a whole Future album besides the one with him and Uzi.
Yeah, no, I lost, like, okay, Future drops an album and I listen to every song, like, or I listen to it 10 plus times. The mixtape run, before that even a little bit. Then at a certain point after Dirty Sprite 2, it's sort of you slowly lose a little bit of interest in the projects. And it's like Future still has hard songs, but when he drops an album right now, I don't remember to listen to it.
If it's not on GTA, I don't hear it. If your music is not on GTA, bro, I don't listen to your music.
Future got to step up his rollouts.
I feel like that nigga, but he goated already.
Like, he goated, but
he's goated.
You just heard what he said.
Like, you ever heard a whack Future song, though?
Nah.
But a lot of those songs cease to kind of stand out to you at a certain point, right? Because it feels like you kind of heard Future make the same song a million times. And it's good.
It's still good.
But it just doesn't really, I don't feel it in my heart. Like, if I listen to it, I'm listening to it because I'm a Future fan and because I'm a student of hip hop and because I want to have a conversation about what his music sounds like right now. It's not like, oh my God, he dropped, I got to listen to it.
Nah, I don't think nobody.
I'm also 40.
Nobody at this point got that effect besides like Sexy Red and like Cardi B and like
Playboy
people
Cardi
like that.
If
like,
Cardi draw right now.
Yeah, like people like. We not like a lot of rappers. We not really. We see Premiere. We like, all right, whatever. Like, I gotta watch it because I need to report on it. But do I really want to watch it? Is it like, am I sitting there while the countdown is going on?
But what does that say about you as a hip hop fan if the only reason that you're listening to some shit when it comes out is so that you can talk about it? Because I feel that way too, where it's like,
if that's your job.
Nicki Minaj put out the album. As a hip hop fan, I would never listen to that album. I haven't listened to it, but
no,
I would listen to it in order to talk about it on the podcast. But the truth is it came out 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know. So there's no purpose for me to listen to it. There's like a small part of me that wants to see it, but it's like the same reason why I kind of want to see the Barbie movie.
So
because I kind of just want to know what everybody else is talking about. With the Barbie movie. You don't want to be not lost. For me though.
Yeah,
but I'm kind of interested, but not interested enough to listen to it right when it comes out.
I couldn't really fuck with it, like. Not even saying that because and
I'm going in blind on this
Cardi
conversation.
Shit. Nah, like the last Nicki Minaj album I listened to was, I think that's Pink Friday.
Yeah.
Right when
I listened to it. It was actually
all of the hits. Like I'm talking about like all the colorful fucking videos and shit. That's Pink Friday, right? The Your Love and all that shit.
Yeah, that's Pink Friday.
All right, so I only listened to it because I was locked up.
Yeah.
Like, so, and I'm attracted to Nicki, but like I don't care about what comes out of her mouth.
See, as a hip hop head, I just listened to it one time through.
I don't think I'm a hip hop head.
I don't even know if I listened
then.
to the whole thing, but I think I listened to like 6 to 8 songs on there.
I feel like I'm in the Gizzle Club.
I have a memory of listening to Queen on the treadmill in my old apartment in Hollywood.
What's that, an album?
Yeah, and I remember thinking it was kind of trash.
Pink Friday Reloaded, I think, was my last stop.
Queen. I remember listening to Queen a couple times.
Matter of fact, like 2011, she had a song with Egyptian.
Yeah. The Pink
That
Print.
shit was big. Like, I like that song.
She re-released all these albums at a certain point.
I don't know. It's certain people like, and it's not. I'm not saying that being biased or nothing. I'm just.
Cardi B
I say that about my own shit. Yeah, like I stopped listening to my sister shit for a little while. Like, if it's because you gotta think about it. The kind of music
tracks.
they're making, like, listen, put yourself in my shoes.
I can't listen to 24 songs.
Listen, put yourself in my shoes when you Cardi B hype man and she talking about how her mouth work or how her shit is
You
wet.
gotta do ad-libs on those songs.
You get it? So
yeah, my pussy wet.
I know the music. Like I know all my sister music.
Yeah.
Like I would never get caught out there on some. She throw me a mic and I'm gonna know the whole rollout. Like
okay, so here's my question: when you were doing the Whoops skit with Cardi B and J Mane, during that, like how much of the static between Offset and Cardi B have you been privy to? And I say this realizing that you probably should not be honest with me in answering this.
Nah, I could be honest.
I'm sure you've seen little skirmishes, a little behind the scenes drama. I'm sure you know about stuff you won't talk about.
So you asking me basically at this time when she signed the box? Yeah. Was there tension between him and her?
Then? Or is this something that just...
Nah, they was working on an album. I think it was his album or both.
Okay.
She was smiling, chilling on the couch, happy. He was happy. The only thing was... they are literally working on their album. Like, I think it was his album.
Offset and Cardi B working on the album.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if she's doing a cut for his album or if they're both working on their albums. I ain't get too deep into the conversation, but we was in a session where an album was being finalized.
Right.
Either his or hers. I must assume it was his because his just came out. But, nigga, they stopped the session and let us come with them. Like, it wasn't no bad vibes. Like, bro, it's no coming around when they going through something.
So
like,
you know anything about what happened between them?
Like, I honestly, like, I'm seeing shit on the internet just like y'all. And to be honest, I hit her up and she hasn't responded. So I can't even literally, like, I can't even give you what I think.
I feel it.
I would literally just say what I know.
But it's interesting because, like, it felt like there was all bad blood when they were first kind of going at it, or mostly coming from her. She's dancing along saying, "F my baby daddy." She's like publicly saying we've been separated for a long time. But then you see them on Instagram on Christmas together, opening up presents with the kids.
Do you expect them not to be?
It kind of felt like the bad blood was so intense that they might not be in that situation, but it was good to see that they could put...
Let's be real.
Right. No matter how bad me and my girl are going at it.
Yeah, like, are you really going to miss Christmas?
Christmas with the kid? Yeah. The kid is going to bring you together in a lot of situations where you might not want to be.
The kid is always going to bring you together.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever route they take, I support their marriage 1,000%.
I bet Kim and Kanye haven't spent every Christmas together.
But that's a whole different
That is a motherfucker who's out of his mind. Who knows what he's... Christmas is just another day to him, I'm pretty sure. But
that nigga might celebrate Hanukkah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't spend Christmas together, right?
Who?
I don't think
Kanye and Kim, right? It doesn't seem like they're on good terms like that.
Like,
but if Cardi and Offset did, then that's a good sign that they're going to be able to co-parent well.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. Whatever the fuck is going on over there, that part is never going to stop. The parenting part, like them being friends and co-parenting, that's never going to stop.
Yeah, that's a weird moment when me and my girl realized, like, even if we totally give up on being in a relationship, we are fucking stuck doing a lot of shit together, making decisions together, financial decisions, etc. Because of this little rugrat.
Come to the table with her.
Yeah.
So it's like, I like me, bro. Like I said, bro. I love my sister. That's the bro. I hope that everything is back cool and smooth. You feel me?
Like smash Krishan.
I don't know when does he even get in the room with a girl like that. Like, how does that happen?
Well, she's kind of highbrow these days.
Nah, no, she not.
High value. I'm not following she's popping.
I ain't following her.
She could turn his career up.
Yeah, right.
She could.
Yeah,
he
right.
already used up all his passes of like Cardi turning up his career.
Hell no.
Krishan right now.
I'm not going for that.
That's a good look.
Krishan Offset could probably be a crazy.
Nah. I ain't even gonna put that in the atmosphere. That's
he is
impossible.
on the Shade Room and Spiritual Word every fucking day if he starts dating Krishan. Now I don't think he would lower himself to that level. Offset, don't do it. It's not for you. You're too good for that.
I think like that's a dream that is never gonna be ever like. That's to me personally, and it's no disrespect to Krishan, right?
Right.
She alright for me. She alright.
She bad.
She alright.
Okay.
She alright. Like, remember, all the bitches in my hood look like that. Teeth done, 100 chains.
I doubt
what you gotta understand is Cardi is from my hood. You see how she move around with 15 chains on and all the money and all that?
Cardi is in the top 1% of attractiveness for girls from the Bronx, even without the surgery and all that shit, right?
In the Bronx, trying to look like her. So that's all you gonna see on my block.
I'm just saying, like facial structure wise, I feel like Cardi's got to be in the top 1% of bitches from the Bronx.
What you mean, like as far as being bad?
Just pretty face.
I think all the bitches in the Bronx be pretty. It just be like if they shit is together or not.
She should top 1%.
Oh, you saying like she's basically the baddest bitch in the Bronx? And she got the personality. Look, she's the baddest bitch in the Bronx, and then behind her is J-Lo.
I'm just talking about the raw source material, like what she looked like when she was 18 before she started really getting in the game and developing a person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like she don't got no bad baby pictures.
The hottest chick is usually just the one who's gonna win, right?
The one that just
none of us are the best looking guy.
Never.
There's a lot of good looking guys. Doesn't really matter in their like future success unless they're good looking enough to become a model or some shit, right?
Yeah, you just whooped me with that one.
I mean, you got a big fucking hole in the side of your face, and people think you look cool because of it.
Yo,
if Cardi B had a fucking $150, nobody's gonna be looking at her like, oh, it's just. I mean, it would have a certain charm.
They might though, because remember you had
she could turn it up
from Flavor of Love. Remember you had Danger.
She could make it cool. Yeah,
tattoo on her face. Before people even thought that was cool.
Oh yeah.
And we thought that shit was edgy, like, that bitch could get it, you know?
Right.
So, but with Krishan though, like, I'm gonna be real with you, like, all the bitches with they shit together in my hood look like Krishan. Like, all the bitches I hang with, like, and you gotta remember the caliber of bitches I hang with.
To be fair, I didn't think Krishan was hot until she spent a couple years hanging out with Blueface, and for some reason, just my mind changed about her.
Oh, so you're saying like you seen her on Bad Girls Club?
Yeah, I said she was right in front of my face, and I didn't think twice about her.
You ain't think she was gonna be the one?
I never thought she was all that hot, and then all of a sudden, over the years, my brain just kind of settled in with the idea that she.
I didn't even think about having sex with her until a sex tape leaked.
Oh yeah,
that was
damn,
like,
I don't even think I ever watched that
think,
shit.
and I don't even think like that's what even put the thought in my head. Like,
do I got to go on the dark web for that, or like how do I find the?
Nah, that shit's on Twitter.
Twitter. All right, I'm gonna find it.
It's definitely on Twitter. What was the vibe like? Because I regret not answering the phone because I think.
Yeah, I was gonna take you. I was gonna
go with you and J Mane and Cardi B.
Yeah, I was trying to show off. Like, y'all niggas think y'all the only niggas that could pull. Y'all could do some shit. Let's go do some shit.
So Cardi B and J Mane link up. She signed a box of whoops.
Yeah. So when we get there, it's cool. Everything's cool. Set. Like J Mane said, it was literally, it was awkwardly cool. Like, cause we as outsiders, we know like we about to step into a room with some people that they great, bro.
Yeah.
So like every person, we just like kind of like everything is so fucking amazing to us. Like the building, the gate, the security, the cars. In our head, like we just like this is the fucking life right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm.
So we get there. I was a little like stunned. So that's why he like Offset was like, nigga, come in. Cause I didn't know he was gonna be there. And it wasn't no like issue with him being there, but I usually just link up with her. Like it don't always be him and her. So when I pulled up, I was thinking like, oh, maybe she's in one side and he's in the other side. I didn't expect them to be in the same booth. Like,
yeah,
you feel me? Like, if she in the studio and he in the studio, I'm thinking they both like kind of working. I don't know if they sit. You know, I wasn't around for a little minute, so I ain't know. But I seen him like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait for bro to invite us in. I'm not just gonna walk in there, especially if I got J-Man with me, you feel me?
Yeah.
Then I got another chick with us that drove. So it's like, I'm kind of already bringing too many people. So I don't want to, I don't want to piss nobody off. I don't want to be the person, you never want to be that person. So we come in, we a little nervous. So I can understand why J-Main felt like it was tension. It wasn't no real tension. You feel me? Like, we chilling, boom, next thing you know, he spin out real quick. We do the video. When we do the video, he comes back in.
Offset leave.
Yeah, Offset, yeah, because he, like, I don't know, it was like one of those, I'm going to give you your time with your brother. Like, go ahead. Kick it with your brother. Like, because when I pull up, I always kick it with him first. You feel me? Like, out of respect. Like, this is his wife. It's not, you understand? It's not just his girlfriend. They're not just dating. Like, for me and him had talks like this, like real men talk.
As you say this, I realize that I've never had like a female friend. You could just end the sentence right there. I've never had a female friend who had like a husband, and I had to like kind of think about that dynamic because I just don't really kick it with girls like that.
You gotta be careful. But the girls, like I said, from my hood, they like niggas. They way more loyal and trustworthy than niggas.
You walk into the studio, you shake hands with all the dudes in there.
Me?
And just ignore the girls.
Who, me?
Yeah.
When I'm around them,
like I'm just trying to figure out if you're
I walk because that's kind of how I am too. Straight to Offset, and
sometimes girls complain about that. Yeah. You walk in the studio, there's 5 dudes and there's 10 girls, and you walk up to all 5 dudes, look them in the eye, say, hey, what's going on? It's Adam, blah, 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 real quick, and I'll maybe I'll look at the girls and be like, how y'all doing?
Yeah,
because you don't want to offend.
But sometimes the girls get mad because some of the girls will be a publicist or she's a manager or she's not a thottie.
Yeah,
I've been there, done that, bro. I was on tour with Chris Brown. I learned all the rules of the industry, and that's right there.
Because then right there, there's too many thotties.
Right there, these niggas got rules.
What's the rules? Don't talk to the bitches.
Nigga, don't talk to. You gotta look, bro. They gave us stickers. This is the craziest shit ever, right?
Stickers, you put them on the girls that
free Casanova, bro. Yo, bro,
I gotta put an orange sticker on her arm.
Free Casanova, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, he brung me on that tour. Like, he was on the party tour with Chris Brown, and he brung me, like, on some, yo, bro, if you could afford it, nigga, we out. Gangsta. So, bro, I learned every rule. Nigga, they gave me my own stickers. And you gotta go in the crowd, right? Like, while Brown is doing his opening, we like got backstage passes, and we're in charge of what girls could come backstage with us. But you gotta put your sticker on the girl. If you don't put a sticker on the girl, she's up for grabs.
But I can put a sticker on a random girl in the crowd, and now Chris Brown is not allowed to fuck her just because I put a sticker on her?
Chris don't want to fuck none of these bitches, honestly. I ain't see Chris indulge in no type of shit other than dancing, smoking cigarettes, playing football on the beach, going bowling. I ain't see, like, this is around the time I guess he was going through the whole shit.
He's trying to be
Karuchi,
trying to be a good guy.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, I think Karuchi was his girlfriend.
To be fair, like, Chris Brown should be fucking models and shit. He shouldn't be fucking girls from the crowd at a show. Although there's probably a lot of hot ass girls in the crowd of the show, right? He did it though.
Like, those was literally for us. Like, it was like,
so it's the entourage gets to claim.
It was like, remember, you got whoever's with Chris Brown, which is us.
So Chris Brown can supersede any of the stickers
if he wanted to. Right. But he already probably came with
the fact that y'all got stickers is nuts.
Bro, I got introduced to this world.
What if the girl gets a sticker and she don't want to have anything to do with you?
She won't take the sticker. That's how crazy it is.
She knows what the sticker means.
The fans know what the stickers mean. Yo, bro, you gotta believe me, bro. Listen, I'm not over whooping right now. Bro, I was literally in the crowd. I would see a girl, right? And these girls see me walk in with Chris, right? So now when Chris goes in his locker room, now we're in the crowd. It's other opening acts performing. We in the crowd looking for girls. Like, if the bitch give you the eye contact like she like you, yo, who you with? Oh, I'm with my sister. Oh, there's only two of y'all? All right, y'all with me. We going backstage. So all they know in their head is, oh, I'm gonna meet Chris Brown. I'm with one of his friends. Or somebody that's fucking with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to be on tour and then also you're on like a pussy tour. Because most of the rappers I've been around, like when I used to be going to all these pump shows or when I used to be all these Juice WRLD shows, they just weren't like snatching girls out of the crowd and bringing them backstage. Juice WRLD in a relationship, I don't know, Pump just wasn't really like concerned with that. I don't think he would bring his own.
He probably got it out of his system already.
Well, a lot of them. He was like 17. I don't think he had too much out of his system, but he was just wasn't really focused on it. I don't know. It's wild to me to imagine me being on tour with an artist where we also are like actively trying to all the girls from every show.
Bro,
you are playing with fire, bro. You're gonna catch a case doing that shit. Easy.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Just hearing that is giving me anxiety.
Let me tell you something, bro.
You're done.
Hey, listen, that world, right? Like this. Look at the names that we talking about here.
But they barely even know who you are.
We talking about Cardi B. We talking about Chris Brown. We talking about Offset. Like these type of people. These are the type of shows that I got to experience. This particular tour, though, like I was on the tour, nigga. Like I was in Remo, nigga.
It's got to really like numb your senses to just be in a different city every night. And every night you're seeing more whores.
All the keys, nigga. And Chris Brown crib, nigga. They ain't taking my phone. You know when you go around certain celebrities, that shit gotta be face down with your ID. They wasn't taking my phone. I was lit. I was in the, you know what I'm saying?
And you want to know, I've been in environments backstage at shows and shit where every girl had her phone taken besides my girl. My girl, the only girl who didn't get her phone taken because she's with me. So they're not even thinking that they can't trust her.
You get it?
That made her feel like
that's the
ultimate
real
alpha
shit.
bitch.
That's the real shit.
All these other girls are just here for pussy. Mm-hmm. Mine's got a ring on her finger, so she gets to keep her phone.
And she get to keep her phone.
That's
off
crazy.
The
That's like the ultimate
big 22 stuff.
That's like getting your degree from Harvard.
Yes.
In terms of levels of respect. You get to keep your phone backstage at the Lil Pump show, you're a legend.
Nigga, I was just on tour with Trippie Redd.
Oh, I love it.
And I got to keep my phone, nigga.
Ooh.
Yeah. And this nigga stripped damn near to his drawers every fucking show, nigga.
There's like a legend of like the Trippie Redd house.
Yo,
in like 2018, 2019 out here, I don't know what was going on, but a lot of bitches were getting run through over there, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, when I was just on tour with him, he had a chick with him.
Oh, yeah. He's Mr. Girlfriend, dude. He's
she was like...
The whole time I've known him, he always managed to get in a relationship.
I mean, I had chicks with me, too. Yeah. Like, you know, it was that kind of thing. Like
he introduced Alex to the world. And Coi Leray.
Really?
When I met Coi Leray, her sole reason that we were talking to her was because she was Trippie Redd's girlfriend at the time. And we didn't even know she was Benzino's daughter until after, which is crazy because to me, that was like mind-blowing when I figured that out.
Yeah, that was.
Like, what the Benzino has a fucking hot artist daughter? Like, what?
Yeah.
Yep. So you got this chain on your neck that... show them what's going on. How the fuck did you get that?
You stole that from Frenchie?
Nah, I ain't still shit.
He let you hold it? Isn't he doing a bid? He had like a crazy home robbery or some shit, right?
So, yeah, let me break it down.
Okay.
All right. So, yes, the reason why I got the chain is Frenchie, right? He's the person.
So that's Frenchie's old Brick Squad Monopoly chain.
This is Waka's old Brick Squad Monopoly chain, right?
Yeah.
Frenchie had his own, and I don't know what happened, but free Frenchie, right? Basically, he stepped up on the management side for me, right before he got locked up. Yeah.
I talked to him about doing an interview before he got locked up.
Yeah, and in the middle of that, you know what I'm saying, his grandma's had a party, and, you know, Waka, Woo, everybody was there, Southside, everybody was there. So when Frenchie gave me the chain, he ain't just give it to me on some, yeah, like, you good, nigga, you Brick Squad. Like, nigga, I had to talk to those niggas. Like, I got to meet them niggas and ask them, do they got a problem with me wearing this?
Like Flocka.
Waka, Woo, Southside.
Yeah.
Everybody who had a bird.
Yeah.
When they gave these out.
What year is
over
this?
10 years ago. When this is happening, this is 2021?
That's ill to have like a vintage chain.
Yeah, and for me, it was really like shit, bro. Shouts to Frenchie, like he wanted to give me an opportunity. You know, unfortunately, his case went the way it went, and we wasn't able to.
How many years you get?
It's a lot, but you know, by the graces of God, and if all the cards flow right, he gonna get an appeal. And
so he thought he was robbing like a drug house, right?
Nah.
And then it ended up being a regular person's house.
Nah,
or some shit. I forget.
Honestly, no, that's what they said that he did, but honestly, I don't think he did it. Like, if you hung with Frenchie, like, you ever met Frenchie?
Nah.
All right, if you hung with Frenchie, you know, like, Frenchie, he not doing that shit. You feel me? Like, that was.
You just wonder, like, what do rappers get into after the limelight is kind of gone? Maybe robbing houses. You gotta flock sometimes.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That nigga, like, he ain't have to rob no houses, bro. Like, he had niggas like me around him. Like, I ain't no little dog. Like, I'm alright where I'm from. Like, you feel me? Like, he had multiple niggas like me around him. For me, the rap shit, like, on some real life shit, like, niggas don't need no help. In real life, niggas want more. Like, I got fucking 30, 40, all the chains I took in my career, bro. I got 30, 40 chains in my house. Do I wear all of them? No. Some of that shit is outdated, like this. It's just special to me because being young and looking up the Waka musically, because that's what influenced me to do drill. Being locked up and listening to that shit. Hard in the Paint and Snakes in the Grass and gun sound, like, nigga, that's what I was listening to before I locked out my cell to go to war with the Bloods.
So they gave you that chain. Well, Frenchie gave that to you.
Frenchie gave it to me on some shit like, yo, listen, cause I came to him with a proposal like, yo, listen, like, what's up? We fuck with each other, like, well, let's do something. Like, we always been around each other.
But when he's giving it to you, is this like, all right, you're gonna be the
You're
new Brick Squad?
Yeah, you're gonna be the face. Yes.
All right, of what?
Of the rebranding of BSM.
All right, for sure.
This is the conversation.
But that's Waka Flocka's old chain specifically.
Yeah,
so.
I guess he let Frenchie hold it, or
right,
he left it with Frenchie, and Frenchie gave it to me, but I pulled up with that shit on and made sure they see me with it, and I had a conversation with them.
Yeah.
And asked them if they had a problem with me wearing it. So both of them said, no, you good. Southside, no, you good. Like, go up, nigga. Like, bring something to the table.
Does Waka even claim BSM anymore?
He do.
But he's not really like rapping like that, does he?
Like, he do. Like, he's always going to claim BSM.
Right.
But you got to know, like, just like 1017, right? See how many?
Jeezy don't claim CTE anymore, right?
I don't know. I think
Clem claims that he's CTE now.
I think that
that's Clem.
I think that's the dude you interviewed.
Do your
right?
homework on
some
Clem.
light skinned dude.
Nah, dark skin, but he was around Jeezy.
But he was basically like
head of security and all that for a while.
Okay. See,
for like his whole career until like a couple years ago.
All right, but like Waka, he's BSM. Like, if you go to his Instagram, you're gonna see Waka Flocka BSM. Like, he's BSM.
Oh, it still says it? Okay.
Yes.
Well, but in your ad, it's kind of weird too, though, because you're never gonna change your ad, you know?
Yeah, they have newer chains and everything.
Okay.
Like, newer versions. You know, like how Gucci had like 15 different 17 Brick Squad chains. Like, Waka has the same shit. Like, so it's like, fucking 5 of us with these. It's another 5 niggas from Clayton County with some other style BSM chains. Like, you know, BSM gonna live forever.
Okay.
It's more like a family. You know what I'm saying? It's just 24 karat gold.
It's like an anti-Gucci Mane family.
I think it's all the same family.
Will we ever see Waka and Gucci patch it up?
I think so.
I think
he patched it up with a lot of people, but that's one of the people who was
so
closest
positive that it's possible.
We got to see Gucci patch it up with Yo Gotti too.
I don't know Gucci.
If that'll ever happen.
I met Gucci one time in Onyx in Philly, but I don't know Gucci. But I met Waka. I had a real level-headed conversation with him, and that nigga, he's not hard to talk to. Like, that nigga is really on some
for sure
shit.
Gucci is the asshole in terms of that. Like, Gucci is the guy who's like more likely to be like, nah, him.
Probably, but
I just wonder if Gucci would ever let that go at some point.
Not the new Gucci though.
Right, but the new Gucci still has not made peace with Yo Gotti, Waka Flocka.
But there's reasons.
But they patched it up with T.I.
But the Yo Gotti shit is a little deeper because Yo Gotti's with Keisha Cure before he was, so that's a little strange.
You do hit different when there's overlap with the ladies.
Nah, see, and that be the root to a lot of problems. You know that, right?
And the Gotti beef was very public on Twitter when Gucci was having his little meltdown in like 2013, 2014, whatever it was.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I ain't even know that them niggas had beef.
Oh, they went.
Can I get a no jumper water, please?
Yeah. Can you grab my water?
Yo, bro, I ain't even know that, and I'm a real Gucci fan. Like I love Gucci. Like I love Waka. Like
that was the same time period when he said that him and Waka, Nicki Minaj.
They might have.
They might have.
You gotta think about who.
He later on said that wasn't true, I believe.
But look,
and
you
he was
gotta
just
think
tripping.
about who Waka Flocka is at this time, who Gucci Man is at this time.
But this one, Waka was just kind of getting going. But she's like a nobody at that point. She's just getting on at that time.
So you don't think now one of them niggas hit it?
I don't think so.
Somebody probably hit it.
Somebody had to have f***ed her. We don't. But wasn't she with Safari at the time?
She was with, but the only thing is, she said she never smashed Wayne or Drake. So I'm like, if she ain't smashed Wayne or Drake.
But those niggas
Gucci
is different niggas.
That's a level of stoicism that I just normally would not expect of any female rapper.
Bro, Wayne
you've got the
and
crossroads,
Drake,
Wayne and Drake, and you say neither. I'm going with Safari. Real bitch.
I didn't see where he was going with that shit.
Yo, bro, look. So look, right? Bro,
shout out to the Barbs.
I just think that she like niggas she could control.
Apparently.
That's what I think. Cause she had me kissing feet and wearing purses and all types of shit.
Once you enter the Nicki vortex, you are not getting out unscathed.
I don't know. But those niggas look like they doing all right, all of them.
It's true.
All of them.
My boy Zip with the drip. Where y'all shit come from, man? Like
me,
I see him on live. So Zip with the drip was on live. He was going off on you. Mm-hmm. And one of the things he said you ain't never did shit to the nigga that cut you in your face. I seen him say that shit, and he had a lot of shit to say about you. Really, where that come from? Y'all was cool at one point. I thought. Or y'all never. Was
Yo,
cool?
I'm gonna be real with you, right? And I'm not even being on no cocky shit, cause I'm regular. For me, like I'm regular. I don't even be. I ain't in a race with niggas no more. But Zip falls in the category of niggas that, like you said, I used to be amongst, right? So he's on the opposite, like he blood. He's supposed to say that. This is what they do. Like the first nigga, right? Giacona, you remember him? The guy that was on Vlad TV?
Giacona?
Yeah.
Who is he?
He's the guy who first lied and said he cut me in jail.
Oh, really? He has a Vlad clip where he said that?
I don't know if he has a Vlad clip saying that, but I can show you him on the internet saying that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But and he did a couple of interviews with Vlad. I don't know how. I still don't know how. But
Is that the nigga that cut you or no?
no.
All
Right? So what blood, and this not all bloods. No disrespect to the ones I with, but like what the blood niggas do is like they take credit for like what another blood nigga did. So Zip, he just a blood nigga that he see like an opportunity at coming at me on the internet. Like when niggas see me sitting right here, we got reactions from 1090 Jake. We got reactions from Zip with the drip.
Bezu.
We got reactions from everybody. Like I went from nobody talking about me at all for nothing because I just came to support my man. Niggas is like, look, the little nigga Preem, right? He paid me $650 for a shout out of a picture of him and 50's son. I birthed you. Why you come up here and act like oh, I don't think he knew he was helping me. What the fuck am I doing if I'm posting you on my page that's verified in 2017? That's 170,000 followers.
Yeah.
This is when you could post a picture and your phone won't stop for the first 20 minutes, nigga, when this shit was real. You remember that, right, Adam?
I never had the notifications on, but yeah.
For me, this is when you get a shout out from your man and you really get followers.
Yeah.
These days. Nigga, I turned you up. You were just a nigga reaching on the internet. I turned you up. Now, in turn, for me turning you up, you introduced me to another world of celebrity boxing, right?
Cause he did. So who you talking about? Supreme Son, which is
P2, right?
Yeah.
The little nigga that came up here and act like he ain't know me. Then you was like, "What you mean you don't know Poe?" And he like, "Well, I do know him. We used to be cool because of me." All that shit. Akra. The problem is, right? I chased this man, and that's on the internet. Chased him around. The nigga from Don Diva, Fayback. He was talking hot. I chased him. I'm running down on niggas in real life. That's why you don't see no music from me or. Cause I got so caught up in the internet and niggas playing with me, I start going outside looking for niggas. And when I'm bumping into these niggas, they like, yo, you bugging, bro. We whooping. That wasn't the lingo back then, but you know the lingo now. Like, bro, we just doing this for the internet. Like, we ain't really on that with you, bro. You bugging out. Made me feel bad about running down on them. Yo, bro, I was with my baby moms. Bro, how I'm supposed to know that, nigga? Like, I don't know who you in a car with, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm on you. Nigga, you was just talking hot on Queen's Flip. You was just talking hot on fucking Dawn Diva. You in magazines talking about no glorifying rats. But me and you, we good in real life. And our fathers is cool in real life.
So Alpo and Supreme was cool?
No. This is the nigga Preem was affiliated with. Remember he said we had a mutual friend?
Yeah.
Like, this the mutual friend. Me and that nigga, family is close. P2 is a nigga who seen the opportunity, right? I'm cool with this nigga, so let me hit this nigga, see if I could. Yo, what up, bro? He caught me at a time where I felt like showing love. Yo, bro, listen, this is 50 Cent's son, bro. You gonna have to give me some money, cause I might lose my Instagram posting this shit. This is 50 son and him on a picture together. Saying, damn, don't they look like insinuating Preem is 50's father, basically, in so many ways, right? This is what he was paying me to do because I know the power of 50 Cent. So I'm like, if I'm gonna put my name on this nigga, you're gonna have to give me some money. He paid me, it worked for him. That's why you know him now. Because of that day. So I don't understand the energy that comes from certain niggas, that the reactions of just you having me up here. How many niggas, keep it a buck, how many niggas slid in your DM? Why the fuck you interviewed that nigga?
Yeah, a lot of niggas was definitely had a lot of shit to say about
it.
And you ain't ask yourself why?
I mean,
you was slamming the rakes
numbers.
And doing a whole bunch
People
of
were
shit,
interested.
Too.
Okay, but niggas wasn't saying it on some, why you, like, he's irrelevant. No, they saying like I'm a op, like I'm a cap, like I'm whatever the fuck they said. They said I'm not Alpo's son. Like
that's all right. So this Alpo's, he has another son named Gumby.
Yes.
So that's like your stepbrother, or that would be
my brother.
That's
yeah,
your brother, right? You know him?
Yes. You ever see? I can show you interviews of us together.
Cause he's on record saying that you're not really Alpo's son,
and that's after the alleged shooting incident, right?
No, I don't know about
when Poe was alive. You ever heard somebody say that?
So you saying after Poe got killed, that's when Gumby started saying that?
Yes.
So this
after the newspaper article that lied and said I said I'm scared for my life. Do I look like I'm scared? I was by myself, right? Like.
So what you and Gumby's relationship was like? Like
me and Gumby's relationship since 2005 as kids, we was great. I got out of jail, we were still great. I used to see him like every other day. When my pops gets out now, they pull up on me, we all start kicking it. My guess,
like you, your son, I mean you.
Me, my father, and my brother, and my aunt, rest in peace, yeah, like all of us together. Same car, selfies,
yeah.
Happy on blocks, running down on niggas. Like my aunt was with a nigga in the Bronx and he was disrespecting her, and me and my father and Gumby went to that nigga block and spoke to that nigga and told him you no way you doing this to my aunt. It's no way. You come on. Yeah. This is the this is me, him, and him. Like, you ain't got no wins, my man. Move right.
So how you feel about niggas who will say, if you consider yourself a street nigga, but you, even though that's your father, you know what I'm saying, he allegedly snitched on somebody, but you embracing them.
My whole thing is, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, gang. Growing up not having a father and then getting a whiff of having a father, I liked having a father more, bro. I'ma just be real with you. The whole time I was, f that, this, f the older niggas, I didn't have a father, clearly, right? Yeah. When I got a whiff of having a father, bro, I take that, you heard? So fuck what them niggas gotta say. Fuck what them niggas gotta say, bro. Like, I'll take that, bro. I'd rather live with a father than not have a father.
So how long, damn, that's deep. That's crazy for you to say.
Yeah, like, what the f?
So how long did y'all get to really connect for before he was murdered?
From 2016 until.
So y'all was actually locked in?
Yes. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But how did knowing that he told, how did that affect the way that you viewed it?
What the fuck that got to do with me, bro? That shit don't got nothing to do with me, bro.
But there's a lot of people that you wouldn't fuck with because they did that exact thing,
you
right?
know what else I don't do no more? I don't sell drugs no more.
I don't blame you for wanting a relationship with your father over that. It's just
that no more.
The question of, like, does that change how you view him?
It changed when I decided to be a rapper. I was not a street nigga no more. I dealt with managers that was gay or fucking snitches or whatever. Everybody does. You don't know a nigga background, bro. One of your fucking good pals could see this interview and be like, I want to give that kid $10 million to keep doing this every fucking week on your fucking show, Adam. I love this guy, right? And I don't know his fucking background. You think, like, in the real world, niggas don't give a fuck about that. And speaking from a child, growing up without a father, and then meeting my pops, asking him all the tough questions that everybody wants to know. Why did you snitch? How? Who? Blah, blah, blah. I went through that whole fan shit.
You did your own Vlad interview with him?
I did my own Vlad interview and then called Vlad.
And told him?
Yeah, yo, Vlad, ask him. Ask him how many times I called him and try to fucking set up an interview with them too.
Oh, you tried?
Yeah.
But he wasn't trying to do it? I know Vlad was trying to do it.
Vlad was trying to do it, but my father wasn't trying to do it, like, at that time. And then, like, by the time my father was ready, Vlad kind of was like,
really?
I don't really care too much about it no more.
Really? I feel like Vlad, that would be a prize
Ask him
for
yourself.
He
know me.
I'll mention it to him, but
he know me.
That would have been a huge one for Vlad, I think.
I was trying to make it happen. That's what I do, bro. I come around and I like that niggas want to help me. The fact that y'all niggas want me back here, right? Y'all could have told me, yeah, we gonna schedule you and never schedule me. Like, keep it a buck. Yeah, I know y'all niggas' schedule is so crazy. Y'all don't have to fit me in here.
We had to fit you in. You want to know why?
Why?
Because you're paparazzi pup.
That's what I'm saying. But
that's what Nardwar always
right? Right? That's great, and I appreciate the compliment, but I also know, on the humble side of things, that you could be interviewing anybody right now.
No, you
right?
Hey,
the fact that y'all want to give me an opportunity.
A lot of people out there, a lot of the best, most coveted interviews you could ever get are people who suck on camera and won't talk about shit because they're so politically invested in having a safe, clean image.
Ain't no such thing as that no more.
Well,
I guess back in the days that
you're like an actor and actress. It's such a big deal if you get in any kind of controversy, whatever. So it's like they act totally different. Never mind if you're like a big time CEO, manager.
I think Kevin Hart does what he wants. That's my thing.
So you said you asked your dad all the hard questions?
Yeah, I asked him all the questions.
Kevin Hart keeps it safe.
Yeah.
Let's just make that clear. He keeps it safe as f. Dave Chappelle is an example of somebody who kind of pushes at the limits and says a bunch of edgy shit. But I also feel like Dave Chappelle could be 10 times funnier and more offensive if he really went in on that trans shit. Yeah. The shit he says about trans shit, it might be considered controversial, but imagine if you were to have a conversation about trans people with Dave Chappelle off camera in a bar, 10 drinks in. The shit that he would say to you about fucking trans people would probably be 1,000 times more offensive. Let's be real.
That's true. That's true. And it might be 1,000 times more funnier.
Oh, it'd be you on the floor. You'd be rolling around on the floor, thinking about how you're not gonna be able to tell anybody about these jokes he's making because it's so over the top. Yeah,
but bro, that like I asked him all the questions. Like,
so you asked him why he killed Rich Porter?
Yes.
Yes.
Say? One of my first questions.
What do you say?
Because that's the beef. Like, everybody that never met Rich Porter is Rich Porter gang.
Yeah.
So, nigga, I'm Alpo gang. Nigga, like,
what was his answer?
I'm actually related to the nigga. Y'all don't even know this nigga Rich. I wasn't even alive.
Yeah.
The kind of niggas that is mad at me because I'm Alpo's son is niggas that never knew Rich Porter, never seen him, he never gave him $1, nothing. He never shook his hand, he didn't buy him ice cream, nothing. They don't know Rich Porter. He's a myth. He's only known as a nigga that was killed by my father, bro. It was a bigger story than Rich Porter. Alpo is a way bigger story than Rich Porter. Rich Porter is just a part of the story. You understand? And there's no disrespect to his family, but he told me that nigga was stealing from me. I believed him because I've been in situations with him over money where he was ready to get like that with me, nigga. So
your dad.
Yeah, so you think he ain't gonna do it to his man? Nigga, we done already went down that line where it was, nigga, you know where I'm at. Amsterdam, pull up. Like, you mad, nigga? What the f you mad at me? I'm mad at you because you cost me 120,000, nigga, with this boxing match. You talking about, you want to talk tough to me, nigga? You just cost me 120,000? Fuck you. Nigga, I went through that with him. Like, that nigga wasn't going to spare me, dog. Like, what's wrong with these niggas? Some niggas don't play about that. Some niggas you can't play with their money. Some niggas you can't play with their girl. Some niggas you can't play with their sister. It's different types of niggas.
That's a good example of a scenario in which the most obvious answer to the question is the real answer.
Yes.
Where it's like people get killed all the time over bitches and money.
Yes.
And
like,
it's not the most glamorous or interesting from like a storytelling perspective. It's kind of a boring answer, but you know.
Yo, bro, I was looking for a deep down secret answer. Like, I thought he was gonna give me the scoop, right? Nigga was so regular, like, he should have never lied to me.
A question I wish you would have had the time to ask him. So Jay-Z has a line where he is in.
I told him about that.
Apple bought his bricks here.
Yeah,
what the f was that? So Jay-Z was selling bricks to Apple? I mean, that's what the line is.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like, Jay is like, I don't think he was playing like that. Like, I think maybe who he was getting his work from might, but then you gotta also look at the fact that my pops' pipeline was DC, so it's like, you think he was coming to Brooklyn to get his work?
So you told your dad about that line though, right?
Yeah, I told him you need to sue that nigga. I sent him the song. I sent him when he said it, the time. I'm like, yo, bro, you need to start fucking monetizing of your name. And he's like, nigga, I can't. Under the federal guidelines, I can't make no money off the name Alpo.
Really?
Yeah.
Federal guidelines, so what? He couldn't like start a podcast or some shit either?
Off that name.
Couldn't write a book?
His name, Alpo Martinez.
Really?
He could not earn from that name.
That's crazy.
That was a part of his.
Well, how's Sammy the
federal,
Bull?
I don't know.
Out here.
Listen, I don't know, but he put it like he ain't own that name no more. Okay. So, yeah, it would have been a great No Jumper interview. Yeah, it would have been a great Vlad interview, right? But if he wanted to really like do something serious about his life, it would have been like a paid in full. It couldn't be his name and like, I don't know, bro. From what I understood was that he is not allowed to make money off the name Alpo.
So what was the emotional journey that you went through? It was like he gets killed. Everybody assumes he got killed because he was telling, but then it actually comes out that it's a way more boring answer and that it was about a girl or some shit, right? Because at first, I'm sure you were thinking the same thing that a lot of other people were saying, right? That he got killed because of some old shit. No, you didn't assume that.
I don't know, because I was just talking to him, like, nigga, like, my birthday is November 2nd. This Halloween. I was always trying to get money out that nigga. Like, it's Veterans Day. Send me, nigga. I got a father now. I'm gonna try you. Every time you talk to me about money, I'm gonna try you, nigga. I need help. You know what I'm saying? Because if he needed it, I would have gave it to him. It was not no one-way thing. But me living this fucking kid got a daddy now shit, and my pops is that nigga. Yo, let me owe 5,000, nigga.
So your dad came out making money.
That nigga is money, bro. Like, everywhere in the world there's a Remo and an Adam that's going to help a nigga just because they fucking want to. Or because the niggas just been so good to them and now they finally got something to offer them and they hit them back and, yo, come with me on this. I see y'all do it all the time. Y'all still throw bones to niggas that don't work for y'all no more. Y'all don't even gotta fucking mention these niggas, bro. And in my twisted mind, it's all staged. Right?
A lot of people think that.
In my twisted mind, I'm thinking like, nigga, you own all them fucking podcasts.
But people always assume that. Like, people always, like, when Trippie and 6ix9ine were beefing, everybody was like, oh my God, like, it's got to be fake because they're signed to the same label. I was hearing people say that about Finesse 2 times.
But Kodak and A Boogie was both on Atlantic.
Exactly, but like they had a real conflict. But then people always will assume that it was just like staged or presented by the label when it's actually like a very small percentage of the time that it's.
When it comes to like me being a fan on the outside looking in, like the kind of niggas that you mix with is niggas that don't play around. You heard? Like, before they became stars and shit, like Chief Keef and them, shit like that. Couple of people that you have as friends, these niggas are serious. Whack 100, you know? They serious business.
Tay Savage.
John Wick. Right? It's a lot of niggas that if you had a problem would probably assist you. Even though you might not want that.
I'm not going to recruit Tay Savage to catch a body for me.
You don't got to recruit him to catch a body because...
He might just do it without me asking.
Nigga, the killer ain't going to want to kill you no more once you got John Wick with you. That's the thing. When you looking at J-Mane and his friends, these is young Ooders. And then you got his cousin and them. They all shooters too. And it takes a John Wick to stop the incident.
You think J-Mane got a body?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
He probably do. I'm gonna be real, cause when I met, you gotta understand, when I met J-Mane was the first one to put a gun in my hand with a beam.
For real?
Yeah, when I'm flexing on Facebook in 2013 in Chirac with the beam.
So J-Mane acting sheepish and putting all this blame on Tay Savage and acting like he's John Wick, he's the most worst bully in the history of Chicago. He might be kind of trying to take a little bit of the spotlight over his own deeds.
I think that that's his way of doing things. Like, I think that's his way of ironing things out with people he had issues with. Like, this is what I got to offer. Let's do this. We could keep doing this. I'm always gonna have this in case y'all niggas wanna do this, but this is what I feel like we should do. And it's certain niggas that's going for it and there's certain niggas that's not. But majority is going for it because you gotta think of where it started with John Wick. The nigga who tells the niggas what to do. Not the nigga. The nigga who tell the niggas what to do.
What's going on between Tay Savage and Lil Durk? We're trying to figure it out.
I think it's just like they got the same power, but Tay is him in the streets and Durk is him with the money. I think like Durk is Tay Savage. I feel like Tay deserved Durk's spot and Durk.
We need you to bring the BDs together.
I don't think I could bring them together, but I would advocate for it. Like, okay. I would definitely like partner up with you if I could in a way to assist you with talking to certain people. Like, I spoke with 600 Breezy. Like,
Great guy.
Yeah, he be with my niggas in the hood. I be with, I used to be with Billy and them. But we came to when we see each other, we fight one-on-one. Everything is cool.
You've known King Yella for a long time.
Yeah.
Recently, 1090 Jake made this video about him.
Tragic.
He's been running around doing video responses ever since.
So, you asking me how I feel about it?
I did a 600 Breezy interview like 2-3 weeks ago, and the clips are still dropping, and she hasn't dropped the clip where he talks about King Yella yet, and literally he found out about this 1090 Jake narrative about King
Why
Yella.
he was with you?
No, he found out about it literally like 5 minutes after we finished the podcast. So the clip of him talking about the encounter in the mall and everything is still great. It's still hilarious hearing him talk about it, but it's lacking the context of what has happened since then. Such is the life of a Clipper.
I was around for that.
Oh, you were
I was
in Vegas?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Laura when that clip comes up.
How is Laura, man? We never get to see Laura.
How do you feel
Hey, Laura.
about the King Yella situation?
King Yella.
That was your boy.
King Yella is a rat, bro. Like, not a rat, because we gonna, like J Main said, we gonna stop confusing the fans, right? There's a difference between the tattletale and a rat.
Mm-hmm.
The rat is the nigga who steps on his man head to get out of jail early.
Right, which
when they both supposed to go to jail together.
You can't put that on Yella. That's not what
I can't say he did that yet, but it's kind of like the Butter situation, right? Like, we seen the Italian beef and Pepsi, but we never seen the statement, right? We got interviews with Little J saying this, and we got interviews with him saying that, right? Then we got him saying he's not an informant, he's not on the old block case, he's not taking a stand, and then we're watching this stuff actually come to life in front of our face. So we don't know what's coming next for Yella. Personally, according to the documents provided and the audio response, because if you look at his live, I was in his comments putting cheese. Like, you was talking too much, bro. You know, like I know, that the feds been investigating y'all niggas probably just as long as they been investigating us. We all gang members, right? When we first come around each other, 2013, 2014, 2015, we just a bunch of niggas with lit Instagrams making good songs and maybe some people paying us $500 for a feature, right? We ain't no big time stars yet. We all gang members. We know the rules, right? Okay, if I'm in an interrogation for a gun, I know that I have the right to remain silent as a gang member. Mm-hmm. Why do you agree to talk under any circumstances unless you're claiming self-defense, right?
He said
it's
that
the only way you talk is if you claiming self-defense.
I think he just needed somebody to talk to.
So with the gun situation, he said the gun was registered to his baby mom's. So
told on her.
So he was saying, I mean, he said it's a legal gun, so of course he's gonna say that. And as far as snitching, like all he technically told was like they said ask him if
bro, you supposed to let them find out who gun that is, bro. You ain't supposed to assist them in no type of way, bro. Like what the like what we talking about? I'm a gang member. You see me, tattoos, scars, bullet holes. Nigga, no, ain't no talking, nothing, bro. Nothing. I don't care what under what circumstances. If I get caught with a gun that belong to my baby moms, they gonna figure that out. When they run ballistics, when they run the serial numbers, they gonna figure that out. I don't gotta tell them. That's me telling you I'm trying to get out. Let me help you. This gun belongs to her. It's legal. Blah, 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 blah. The next question is, so why did you hide it? Conceal and carry. You know what that means? It's like, so you're in a state where you're allowed to carry a gun as long as they can see it. Why did you hide it? That's the next question coming from the cop. If this is a legal gun, why did you hide it? There you go. So don't talk at all, because they're going to keep getting you to talk. No matter how you think you want to minimize it, or I thought I was running game on them, or there ain't no swindling the police, nigga. You're going to get swindled because they know how to get answers out of you asking you different questions.
So you feel like that? What you feel like he said too much?
He said a lot, bro. He confirmed gang members. He confirmed. Trenches News did the same thing. He from O Block. He the leader. He's the shooter. He's the rapper. He the nigga with the money. That's the same shit Trenches News did. That's the same shit.
But he took the stand and he got paid.
All right, but you know what happened? Breezy never got locked up for that altercation at the mall.
Yeah.
So why did the Las Vegas police know about that to even question Yella?
Because it was on the internet.
The fuck out of here. Las Vegas police is on YouTube.
It was on World Star with millions of views.
Who gives a You know what King Yella said as soon as he got in there? Did you read it?
What?
I'm a rapper. My name King Yella. Oh, sir, my name King Yella. But they went right in the car, looked it up, and they got everything. He ain't say his name was Simone Lewis.
Response, though.
That's a every response is a bad response.
I mean, he's probably trying to leverage him being a rapper to deal with the police a little easier.
No.
Right.
He's thinking like, maybe if I'm friendly enough to these cops, then they won't with me too bad.
Listen, bro.
I'm not saying it's the best logic, but I think that's what he thought.
Listen, bro. If you speak to them niggas or you think it's all right to speak to them niggas, you shouldn't be advocating for who's a rat and who's not a rat. Like, it's levels to this shit, Remo. 1090 Jake, the only reason why we on his back, because he's the nigga who exposes niggas. So we shouldn't even see fake paperwork from you, my man. What we don't want a false prophet, right? That's what everybody don't want. No matter what color, race, religion, everybody doesn't want a false prophet. Everybody frowns upon a false prophet, right?
I don't know if people really thought King Yella was a prophet.
Listen, I'm talking about 1090 Jake, nigga. Mister, I'ma expose you now.
The stuff 1090 Jake is accused of is like so minor compared to like everything he's exposed about other people.
It's not minor when I see a paper where you're implicating somebody else in a crime. I don't care if they seen it. Cause
he's talking about the grievance?
He kept saying, oh, they seen it. Oh, it happened in front of them. No. Then he said, oh, well, this person already copped out to it. Like, which one is it? First, they was there, they seen it. Then I asked them, the officer on duty ain't the same officer who interviews you at a hearing. So what you mean the officer seen it? This is a new officer. If you the arresting officer and you lock me up for a gun, when I come in the precinct, they're gonna put me in another room with detectives and I'm gonna meet Adam. The arresting officer is not the one who interrogates you, bro. And no crime. What crime? Anybody ever got locked up? The officer that put the cuffs on you, nigga, unless you a murderer, unless you O.J. Simpson or you somebody big where the cop wants to be seen with you for the press, that's the only way you're gonna get the same officer. But bro, we see these niggas arrests on video. We see the grievances getting put out. You know, I was locked up, nigga. I know what a grievance is. A grievance is me complaining to the officers that I'm being mistreated to a certain degree. That's all a grievance was for. It was to tell on an officer.
Niggas watching this right now, they're gonna say, all right.
They never been to jail as many years as me.
But they're gonna say, how you gonna get mad at Yella or 1090 Jake or anybody else?
I'm not mad at them. I'm mad that they thought it was okay to diss me in some type of way when they got that type of shit on their name.
What did 1090 Jake say? He said that you're the son
I'm the biggest rat in the world, son, right? Now, look at him. He's the rat now. Look, King Yella, the famous rats. Diss my father on the song and all that, but call himself my friend. Now he's the famous rat. Of course I'm gonna troll them. Whether you and him don't determine what ratting is to me, brother.
I think you're just trying to take a strong white man down because you're threatened by how much of a lane
Yella's
he's
a white boy
carving
too?
out. Well,
that's two white boys.
No,
right?
he's Yella, but 1090 Jake. Anyway,
no, 1090 Jake. He's my witness. 1090 Jake reacted to my interview in a disrespectful manner.
Oh, okay.
And that's what started me and his feud. Like it was, I was happy that he acknowledged me, but it was like
he patched up Whack 100 and 1090 Jake, so anything's possible.
I feel like I ain't really going too hard on it. I'm be real. Like they interviewed me about it. It's like in 4 interviews that I did when I was just in New York, where they asked me shit about it, and like I know they marketing it like that's what the topic was, but
Yeah.
none of them. If you notice, none of the 4 interviews for either interview I did ever came out. Like they just like, oh, trying to be smart. Like, oh, this is trending right now. Let me clip that part, put that out, you know. But I don't really care too much about 1090 Jake. He cool. Like whatever. Yo, you know what I be doing now, bro? I be stuck in the metaverse.
Like with the actual
What?
Yeah, like
Doing what?
I wonder one of
playing GTA and fucking.
You're the only person I ever heard say that they are actually stuck in the metaverse, especially in this day and age.
Bro.
What are you doing in the metaverse?
Stuck.
GTA doesn't count. I mean,
That's the metaverse.
you could just say,
I got a whole group
I'm playing
chat
GTA.
of people that we a real community, like
and you
we
hang
do
out
shit together,
What,
like
what do
we
y'all
hang out in
do?
the game every day.
What do you do?
We bag bitches, we take them shopping, we fucking spin on other crews that think they better than us, like, you know, like.
I seen C Blue doing like a drive-by on one of the Sugar Hill Kids or something like.
Oh,
or
yeah, that's funny.
I forget who it was, but they
Yeah,
were
that's
like
funny.
in the game, and
I
then
like
like
C-Blue.
there's a clip with like millions of views talking about it. If I'm remembering correctly, I can't remember, man. I interviewed so many
Probably because
goddamn people.
he's the only one that's really like heavy like with the gaming and streaming shit, you know?
Oh yeah, he out there.
Adam on GTA next year.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yo.
I'm trying to stop playing poker and transition into GTA.
See, look, wait, what's poker? That's not blackjack, right?
No.
All right, look, right? Look, this the craziest part. Remember you asked me,
Shout
what
out
the fuck am I
to
doing? Right? I'm fucking playing blackjack. Me and my friends is going to the casino.
on GTA playing.
Yes.
Bro, I be doing
And
the
we
same
playing
shit.
blackjack.
For fake
nigga.
money?
It's not fake money.
Well, it's GTA money?
Yeah, it's coins.
GTA
It's-
bucks?
Yeah. Like, nigga, I got over 100 million right now, bro.
You know you could go play blackjack for real money too, right?
Yeah, but I wanted to learn first by losing the fake money.
That's not how you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn by downloading like a course or like watching a YouTube video about the actual probabilities of the hands and when to hit and when to split and all that bullshit.
But then it takes the fun out of it, man.
I know, but if you're trying to be,
sometimes.
hey, spoiler, even if you get really, really good at blackjack, you're still losing every single hand you play.
Can you get good
In the
or
long
is it
run.
just luck?
You
Yes.
can get good,
No, it's
meaning
not-
you
it's
can
not luck.
minimize the
No,
edge that the casino has on you.
Listen.
But it's still going to be like a
It's all in your
50.5%
mind.
edge.
It's all in your mind.
No.
Bro, let me tell you.
In
I'm
the
telling
short
you the
term, it's all in your mind. In the short term, you can go have a winning session. In the long term, you're losing money.
Look,
Poker, however, you're playing against other players, but you're paying rake on each pot to the house, meaning that the person who plays the best strategy and is able to make the best reads and deductions of what's going on, that player can be profitable in the long term. That being said, it's very hard to be good enough to beat the house,
yo,
the
bro,
percentage you pay to the house.
I went from losing every night. Like, I'm talking about I lost millions of dollars.
On GTA though.
Betting $50 every hand because I'm competing with other niggas with money from Brooklyn or wherever they from, and we all, 50-50, everybody spending money, right? I went
Imagine
from-
once you start playing for real money, how much fun you'll have.
Bro, I'm gonna have so much fun, but nobody wanna go with me to the casino, bro. I literally learned how to play blackjack on GTA.
You got to go to Atlantic City or some shit?
Yeah, or it's this shit in Yonkers, this shit in Queens, but it's like the local shit is like it's like everything else, you know. How do you really get to have fun? You gotta look over your shoulder and all this bullshit.
No, I feel like New York is so grimy that like the strip club shit doesn't seem as fun either.
Nigga, New York is New York City is like Rikers Island, bro.
Why, it's just that grimy now?
Being out of town is like being upstate in prison.
Really?
Yeah, that's mine. Like, that's the best way I could put it to you. Like, Rikers Island is like high school and fucking prison is like college.
What's your relationship with Star Brim? Because like Star Brim, somebody I used to see like she like Cardi B big homie or some shit.
She
At least it
definitely
looked like it was.
Nah, she definitely not Cardi B big homie.
What?
Yeah, that's hell no. That's almost impossible. But I could see where people would paint that narrative. But they sisters like, and like that's my sister too. Like, you know, go through shit. whatever. We went through some shit, but that's my sister. She good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you know her from though? Like just hanging out?
Same shit. Outside, gang banging, meeting people, rubbing shoulders, getting locked up. See her on the visit floor. Yo, what up, sis?
You knew her or Cardi first?
Probably Starbrim first.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Starbrim first.
What's your beef with Shy K?
The Jiggy Man.
Yeah.
Oh nah, like I said, it's that's all A Boogie little mans.
Yeah.
That's all the same shit. Like, you see, their first video they ever blew up, Be Love, and Shy K is called Get Off My Dick. I'm on FaceTime with them in the video. Like, come on, man. I got y'all first 1 million views, man. Give me some credit. You heard? Go look at the video. You're going to see me on FaceTime with them. Like, they came out dissing me. So it's like, when people be saying like, oh, Poe is irrelevant to whatever, it's like, how am I irrelevant when the artist that's running this shit right now, they had to come through me.
You feel like you get the credit you deserve? Like
In the streets, yeah, but like not like, I don't know. Like I said, I idolize niggas like Puff, like Birdman, like Cam, Jim, like, you know, like Gucci, like niggas that came out as artists and built entities. So I still don't feel like I ain't doing nothing yet. Like, I gotta break an artist, or, you know, like, that's really what I wanna do. Like, I wanna break an artist and just make sure they don't make the same mistakes I was making, you know what I'm saying? Teach them the difference between what's really what's marketing, what's serious. You know what I'm saying?
You working with any artists right now? You got any artists on you or?
Right now, I don't got nobody signed to me, but like it's certain artists like Maya V, Tuz Doe, like Lefty G's, like it's certain artists that I got my hands on their career, a little something, and I want to do something for them, but timing is everything.
Okay, but I was having a conversation the other day with Rainwater, and it really stuck with me that he said, think about it. The only scenes in America, the only states, the only cities that are considered to be popping are the cities where people are getting killed, where there's wars going on.
Yeah.
And that's true even within Florida. People talk about Jacksonville a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a bunch of artists coming out of Jacksonville, but there's also a shitload of killings. Meanwhile, you think about Miami, big poppin' city where there's a shitload of entertainment and nightlife going on and everything, but we don't think about it in a musical sense because, at least in part, because there's no violence that is making the news going on there. And when you think about all of America and you really think about what cities are popping, usually those are the cities where there's a bunch of bullshit going on. And that's definitely true when you talk about New York, right? The amount of attention that a city gets is like almost directly tied to how much street violence there is going on.
It's been like that since the hardcore rap beginning of time.
I feel like Atlanta might be the only upset. Like they probably got away from that.
But I mean, Atlanta's where the YSL versus YFN war was going down, and whatever be going on with all kinds
maybe
of,
we ain't see it a lot in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Until certain artists blew up.
There's so much positive
definitely
shit coming out of Atlanta that isn't tied to the gang wars and shit that it's like easy to kind of just look away from it, because people are always saying like, oh, look how Atlanta gets along so good and everything. Even like Bankroll Fresh, I mean, even during
That's
that
the nigga
time
that did
period.
the All Last song with Jeezy,
That's
right?
what I'm saying, but like he got smoked by fucking No Plug, and I mean that, but there's just so much other popular music going on that doesn't get attention.
Shout out to No Plug too.
Yeah, so
R.P. Bankroll too.
Yeah, so you look at it like this, right? It's just about if the artist is willing to let y'all into that part of their world or not. Those are the ones we lean more towards because they're giving us more. You understand? Like, we got a silent beef going on with mad rappers that just like comes out after a while. And it's like you find out like, damn, these niggas been beefing for like 10 years and we ain't know about it until this nigga got hit over his head. So it's like, it's about what artist is welcoming that shit and what artist is not. Like certain artists, like I've been around artists where I had to switch my shit up. Like I had to be around my ops and I couldn't do nothing. Like it's really levels to that shit. Like if them niggas walk in here right now, you think I'm leaving? they gonna sit out there till I'm done, nigga. Like,
well, if any of these drill kids want to become real artists at some point, they're gonna have to be able to be at the awards show and not get into a fucking crazy fight with their
they got
ops,
so
right?
many years, right? When they being led by the drill godfather, which is Keith, who just got let back into BET after 10 years.
With Sugar Hill Glitch,
I don't know who that is.
Lil RT. They're
Little
both
kid?
Lil RT, I believe, is 9, and I believe Sugar Hill Glitch is 7. And they both putting ops in the spliff, smoking on deads. Word to my dead.
All that shit is cute until
Word
some
to my
bullshit happen.
dead. I know,
and then
right?
y'all gonna be mad. And then niggas gonna be like, oh, but he was just a kid.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a double standard with me. It's like, I ain't excited about it because free D.
But they following the same blueprint that they did with the fucking D-Dot Osamas and all these kids. They're saying, it's like, let's get someone even younger, have them saying this killer shit.
Yeah.
Imagine being a 7-year-old and having to walk around watching your back because somebody really gonna shoot you.
You gotta think about it, right? When we first heard about Booba Savage and Little AGs, they was kids.
Yeah. But was Booba dissing ops and shit when he came out?
Yes.
Really? Oh,
His
okay.
first song, My Name is
remember.
Booba, I'm a Savage. It's amazing.
Oh, I gotta go listen
Run
to it.
down, let you have it.
He's still on
You
that
don't
or
really
not?
want static. Nigga, listen
But was
to
he
that
putting
shit.
names in it?
Bro,
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
he probably couldn't pronounce names at that time. He just came from Africa.
He didn't know
But
any
he was
names.
saying the regular street lingo like ops and niggas don't want static.
Dissing ops in Africa?
He was dissing ops. He was dissing YGs in his first video.
Oh, okay. I gotta go back.
They was jumping little other, like acting like they jumping little YG kids.
Oh my god.
Just like E-Dot Baby, his first video, he was like, YGK. We was like, we don't even know this kid. I called this cameraman, like, why did you even film that?
When you see adults putting little kids onto this shit, you're like, oh, okay.
I'm like, why
this
would
is
you
out of
do
control.
that?
You are
And
sick.
then look at the outcome. Rest in peace, E-Dot,
Yeah.
right? Rest in peace, Naughty, right? Rest in peace, all these lists, right? Wu Lottie, right? Rah-rah.
You need like a documentary about the parents who are raising 7-year-old drill rappers would be a really good documentary. Because these people need to be exposed.
We would have to go to my hood and interview some of these niggas' mothers and find out why they even allowed it. Maybe they was in a situation, or maybe they was dating a nigga in the game.
I will say that little RT kid seems pretty funny though.
I ain't get the pleasure of seeing Little RT yet.
But he had a manager
I
that was
seen,
running
like,
all these
some
plays,
shit.
but they
Yeah.
already turned on the manager and they got a whole beef.
Yeah,
now.
I seen that. That's what I seen.
Shout out to Matt.
Right? That's what I seen. Like, I seen some shit like whoever was managing that kid ain't managing the kid no more. And immediately I thought foul play. Like, this is not right. I don't like this kind of stuff.
They saying all kinds of shit about the managers, but the managers.
Yeah, Matt said shit about the mom, saying the mom was using RT money for.
I gotta run it back and just get on here with Lil RT and have a real,
Yo,
I gotta
bro.
have a real chit chat with Lil RT about what's going on in this game.
Cause he know. He know. One thing about them young niggas, they hip. They could tell you everything.
You think?
What? Ask them niggas some drill history. They're gonna tell you what block it happened on. They're gonna tell you who supposed to have did
Well, you
it.
told Aiden Ross he was smoking on Vaughn, right?
That nigga is crazy.
I'm still trying to figure out where that came from in his head. Like, who told you that was a good
Which
idea?
GD influence around you?
GD, or he was a YoungBoy fan.
Oh, is he? I didn't even watch that full.
Oh,
I don't
see,
know if
you
he's
got a
gonna
point
go-
there. Cause I'm thinking
Yeah,
more
I don't-
young boy.
I'm thinking more of YoungBoy side than him being a Billionaire Black fan.
That's
No offense, I
No,
fuck
it's
with
not
that,
no
but-
offense. It's true. It's true because you know what I'm saying. Like that's the last. Like you gotta think about it, bro. Why we still talking about Tupac and Biggie beef? Because they both died, bro, because of it.
Yeah.
Like, why do we still talk about certain deaths in drill rap? Because that's either like the main body or that's like the one that hurt them the most. So we just gonna keep smudging it in. For me, like, that's why niggas go back to dissing. Cause you gotta think, right? Like, if I'm Dirk, right? And I'm making all my life, right?
You
And I
gotta
got-
balance it out.
Right? And I
You
got
can't go
Billionaire
100%
Black.
to that side.
Right? And I got Billionaire Black. I got, let's say, J Mane. I got King Yella. I got all these people making diss records. And maybe one of them shits, I might find myself liking the shit. Right? And that's pissing me off now. Now I'm in the booth. I'm back. I'm around Bezu and them other niggas. You heard? What kind of music you think I'm gonna make? Cause that music shit is all like, if you freestyling it like how we be doing it, it's all atmosphere. It's all what you doing at the time.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dirk's next project has like almost no disses, because I feel like his last project had almost no disses of like, because you know he's at the level now where it's like he has to sneak this.
I feel like this is once in a blue.
He can't say somebody's
just to
name.
show niggas like,
yeah.
I could still make a hit out of this.
But
like,
he knows
that's really the thing.
If he does a song and he says Billionaire Black on the song, that just helps Billionaire Black so much. Why the f would Dirk want to give him that look? Like, look at Benji. He got a whole career now because Cardi said his name one time. And now, granted, his music is kind of cool and shit. And it's like, I could see him actually like really building a fan base and shit. But it's like Cardi gave Benji a stupid gift right there. Like,
that goes to show you where we're at in the game, where even at the highest level, people want to see you dish your ops.
And that Cardi needs to figure out somebody to diss, because it's like that captivates a certain percentage of the fans, you know?
Cardi gets no gain from dissing Benji, but and for the content, it's like,
what Cardi?
Not Cardi B.
Playboy Cardi.
Oh,
Benji Blue Bills. Benji Blue. Yeah, we threw you off for a second. I know you're like, what the fuck?
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. I'm listening.
I think Dirk, personally, on the next album, for it to be successful,
I think Billionaire has to make a song that really pisses Dirk off, and he'll say his fucking name.
I think
because I seen it. I seen Dirk come out with records. I was around him.
Should have ducked.
And it's a good song.
It's only a couple years ago that he was getting really bad with it, right?
It's a good song until you get to that part.
Because when he was making a lot of music with Vaughn, he was ruthless.
That's a good song, no lie, hands down. That's a good song until he say that. My stomach drop. I ain't gonna lie.
Honest to God, though, like,
I hate to hear that part.
One of my favorite songs.
If they bleep that out, I'll listen to that.
The best thing that Dirk could get is to have a Vaughn. And I'm not saying that you're going to find another Vaughn,
speak for him,
but another dude that he can rap with and put on, who's able to say all the foul shit that he don't really want to say.
Exactly.
But in the case of Vaughn, Dirk just stepped it up and started saying crazy ass this shit to like match Vaughn.
You really listen to Dirk when signed to the streets? Dirk, he was dissing everybody. He was saying Little J name. He was saying Duck name. He was saying Joe. He was saying everybody name. Like, he came out doing that. Like, he always was lyrically nice. He always knew how to make a song. But also, you get that Dirk on his bullshit. He's saying every nigga name.
Dirk got a song
He don't
called
give a
Piss Me Off, and it's right after D-Thing and King Von died. Go back and listen to that song.
Bro, let me explain something to you. If you make a high enough record, why the fuck you think he dissed Duck when he died? Why you think he dissed him when he died? Nigga, he was dissing that nigga for 12 years. I could show you him and Little Reese on a song called Competition where he say, Little Duck, he can't duck this clip. Like, he's dissing, ducking them niggas for his whole life.
Yeah, that's on that Sound of the Streets.
Yes. No, that's Sound to the Streets.
One? It might have been
maybe
one.
When he was OTF Coke Boys.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Shout out to my competition. Nigga, he was saying everybody name.
Yeah, for sure.
He was dissing everybody block. He even dissed Wooga World, where Rico Reckless is from.
So what you think's the future of drill? Because, like, you know, it was a Rico's being, I think then Sleepy Hollow and them get caught up with a Rico. So
They
like,
did.
Moving forward, what do you think?
See,
People gonna slow down on
I think that people that can't control drill, like, all right, so drill is the type of rap that anybody can have a hot song any day. It's not the type of rap that is like with Jay-Z conquers for fucking 10 years with the same fucking flow. Nah, that don't happen no more. It's a Tom, Dick, or a Harry that could blow up right now, like a Wooski that could just get out of jail and drop and do 50 million on y'all niggas. That shit wasn't happening back then, nigga. Them niggas had more control over who was coming out. Like, they wouldn't let you come out under Biggie if you was better than Biggie. They were keeping you over there. They don't want you to outshine Biggie. Like, it used to be more control over that, over who could blow up. Now, anybody could blow up. So, bro, it's like, the future is which nigga gonna make another Are You Ready? Which nigga gonna make another Talk Facts? These records that y'all know from these drill artists, when is Tutu G's gonna make another Suburban?
Yeah, here's a question I just.
But
That's what
are the
what holds
fans
the future.
tapped in enough to notice if he does? Because
Yes.
it takes promotion in order to make a Suburban. Like, people have to.
But he ain't have promotion when it blew up.
Yeah. But
He ain't have shit.
But people are kind of like checking for you in a different way when you're that early in your career, where they'll give you like more of the benefit of the doubt. Whereas I feel like once you've already been in the game, like him 5-6 years, you got to overdo it to make a fucking popping song. Like you got to really blow their socks off in order
like
to
a DJ
impress
Khaled?
people. I mean, I'm saying like DJ Khaled has a lot of hit sounding ass songs on his records, but it's like the standard for DJ Khaled's like really high to get people to fuck with something he
like
puts out.
Jay-Z and
Because
them, right?
it's being compared to all this other shit over the years. Like I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of like elder statesmen drill rappers that have been in the game for 10 years and they might be making some pretty dope music, but realistically are the fans checking for it? Now, maybe if there was a rumor that they killed somebody or their fucking best friend just got killed and the fans knew that they were talking about that. That's the problem with the drill shit, is that it's so narrative based that as soon as you're out of the bullshit, the fan, like the reason why we were just saying that we ain't listen to Chief Keef tapes when they drop now. Don't you think that's partially the product of the fact that we just know he's not talking about a bunch of drama and people stop watching a soap opera when there isn't anything interesting happening, right?
Exactly. But every now and then that nigga drop, like, we ain't see Finito coming.
True.
We thought that the Chief Keef wave would never hit us again.
I'm sure he's still got more hits in him, but it might take a little bit of the marketing team pushing him to make us notice, right?
I think it's gonna take something to happen to Dirk for everyone to like put the focus back on Sosa. Like if Dirk go to jail,
you don't
I
think
feel
they
like they have
could
such
coexist?
different audiences at this point. You
I
know,
feel like those
But
niggas
it's like-
is two different, like,
he's just like the last of what's left of like, you know what I'm saying? Because like if like when Von
it's like
died,
comparing the Whoops and the Durkio.
when Von died, it was kind of like, oh shit, Dirk. Like what are you gonna? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if something happens to Dirk, people gonna look at Sosa like, are you gonna honor? You know what I'm saying? Knock on
Dirk
wood.
always been the person, and Sosa always been the person that people around them usually die. Don't usually be them.
Not die
They
or go to
all-
jail.
Yeah, rest in peace to everybody. But those niggas lasted as long as they did is because when we first seen them, it was 50 of them, right? Let me speak from a fan's perspective.
Yeah.
It was 50 of them, right? And he told us all their names, right? So we see a bunch of niggas in the living room, right? Talking about what they don't like. It's partially the same shit we don't like, right?
pointing guns at the camera,
Right? And this is the shit we all want to do in our free world life, right? Dance around in the living room with our friends with our guns. Saying,
I didn't even know that dancing around in the living room with a bunch of guns with a video camera pointed at us was like a thing when I was a kid. Like we didn't even know that there was an option.
When kids, it was like dance battles always our beef started from basically dance battles and rap battles going wrong.
Right.
So when you look at the history, it's like it's always been a mixture of things that turns a rapper up. Remember, it's the look, it's the song, it's the dance. We formed a new identity when we heard Gucci Man. Like, oh shit, like we could put on 100 chains and just go burr and have bad bitches.
No
like,
shirt,
this is
bunch
a
of
wave.
chains.
Like this a wave. I don't even gotta be in shape. Like I could just come as I am with 100 chains and oh, this is easy.
I don't even have to be in shape.
I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Because coming from an era where everything was polished, everything was polished. Now it's just like they take you as you is. It's just, it's so crazy.
When I feel fat and I'm looking at myself in the mirror, that is kind of what I need to do in my head. I need to fool myself into thinking like, you're not fat. You're like cool fat, like a Rick Ross or like a Gucci Mane during his prime type fat.
I mean,
I gotta lie to myself.
Me, I just don't eat. Like, I just don't eat today. I'm gonna be on camera, and I never felt fat.
You
Like
haven't ate all day today?
Touching.
Because you're
Right
concerned
now,
with looking
my
hot?
ribs is touching.
Really?
Touching.
Jesus.
I'm like the white girl.
I just had a big plate of Chinese
runway,
food.
nigga. That's how I
Is
keep
that
myself
because you was
disciplined.
doing the interview or
It keep me disciplined, huh?
was that because you was finna do an interview or you said it was trash food at the airport?
Both.
When I was with one time I interviewed Fresh and Fit and Myron did like 20 push-ups before we took the photo. Just give himself that little bit of extra
We
chest
used to do that in jail.
pumpage.
We used to not work out, right, for like 6 months, then go work out one day, and then go take clicks and be like, yeah, nigga.
Why would
and it used to work.
In jail, you gotta work out. What the fuck else are you doing?
We was smoking weed and fucking gambling and.
Oh, that sounds fun too. But
yeah, jail used to be fun, bro. Don't let nobody lie to you. Like if you're not
getting terrorized and beat up on and shit, like if you have a bit of status, I can see it being all right.
Control over that though, like it's just like the music industry. It could be.
But how long were you in there?
Me, I was in there off and on for like 11 years.
You weren't in there long enough to feel like you had to fuck the homie in the ass.
Nah.
See, that's like you weren't in there long enough to really feel it. I was in there
long enough to want to help the homie that the nigga trying to fucking ass.
See, now you overwhelmed.
I almost got in a problem in the maximum prison
for standing up for the punks.
No, for standing up to a punk that was trying to rape a nigga that wasn't a punk.
Oh shit! Like, so a punk? I thought punk was just the dude who was getting raped.
Oh, well, the booty bandit.
Okay.
I stood up against Freaky Black.
You protected one of your homies from getting...
No, not one of my homies. A young kid. Like, I'm in a max prison, right? I'm like 16, 17, 18, like these years, right? Kid. And another nigga come up that's young. And I see a nigga trying to do something to him. And I was offended by it. Like, even though it ain't have nothing to do with me.
You fucking the vibes up.
Like, I don't know why you just looked at that man like he was licorice.
Like, this is our house.
Yeah. Like,
you can't be stealing a booty in our house.
And it's not even the nigga who want that. Like,
I would be offended.
It's niggas in here who wants that. Like, go holla at them.
Do that in another jail.
Go holla at... It's niggas in every jail that wants that.
I would hope that if I got locked up, I would have that kind of seniority that I could outlaw fucking other dudes in the ass against their will.
You can,
now,
but I couldn't stop nothing.
If it's consensual,
that
go
nigga
ahead.
was ready to kill me. That nigga's like, nigga, I got a life, nigga. Do I tell you when to get your dick wet, nigga?
So you
I was like,
able to stop it?
I respect it. Nah, fuck no. He was ready to die, and I wasn't.
All right, sorry, buddy. I tried to stand up to you.
I ain't last long, nigga.
How long you was in Rikers?
I was on Rikers Island off and on for a couple of years, but
I ain't trying to rock the boat that hard.
Like, this was in prison. No, Rikers, that wasn't. I seen hits on Rikers, but they never was like around me because there's a house where they put those type of people that's away from us. You understand? So we never really got to see him really until you get up north where they just throw everybody in the dorm together. There's no cells.
Remember when Wayne was in Rikers? You wasn't in at Rikers when Wayne was there.
Nah.
You said you was locked up with China Mac though, right?
Yeah, I was not on Rikers. I was already upstate. I think
China Mac stepping on shit.
His gun charge, like 07, 08.
What was China Mac like behind bars? We need to know.
China Mac, he was
holding it down?
He was the same way. He was about his money. He was about his business, and he'll defend himself if a nigga want to play with him. Like,
all right.
I don't see nothing really different besides him being more playful. Like before being around.
He had the chip tooth then?
I think so. I think that's where he chipped it. I think that's where he chipped it in jail. But this the thing. You gotta understand, being around China Mac and them niggas, at a time, it was like him and a whole bunch of niggas like him with mad money, and it was like the fucking Chinese fucking mafia to us. Like
Shadow. That was the name of his gang.
Yeah, like them niggas was like real get money niggas that, you know, if they gotta get in that bullshit, they would. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, being around China Mac, it was like, I don't know, bro. Like I was around a fucking Japanese royalty or some shit.
Chinese,
yeah. My fault, bro. Yeah, but
it's in his name.
You feel me? Like,
it's easy to remember.
But bro, like being around him and like Yaya Flawless and like it was like a team called COD, right? There was some fucking Asian niggas that was paid and they was running around doing what they want to do in the music industry, and I think that was China Mac managers or something. But I was cool with them. Like they started a clothing line. I used to wear their shit, you know.
I want to ask you about the most feared GD rapper out the rack.
The most feared GD rapper you talking about?
AOKD. How you feel about AOKD?
You said that he's the most feared rapper.
GD rapper.
He's GD?
He used to be. I think he left that behind. I don't think the GDs accept you if you sleep in a tent.
Nah.
Should I just accept that I was being trolled with all that? Because I kind of like went along with it like a little bit long.
Wait, I don't
want people to think I'm stupid. I'm really falling for it, right?
Listen,
Why he put an Adam 22 diss on World Star. He don't even say.
Did he do that?
He doesn't even say anything about me in the song. It's just a song. He just put Adam 22 diss in the title. I listened to it last night. He does not say one word about me.
He didn't say nothing.
And it's on World Star. It got like 15,000 views.
All right, so look,
I'm sorry.
Right? Honestly, how I feel about AOKD, right? I feel like it's room for everybody in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what kind of dude you are or what kind of shit you into, if you funny, man. Whether it's you at your worst or you at your best or you stunting or you fronting. A funny dude is a funny dude, man. But that nigga's funny. I ain't gonna lie.
His playbook
if
right now.
If he really was mad and he really like got himself kicked out and really was doing all of that, like I think he was doing that to get his girlfriend back.
Can we confirm that the breakup with the girl was fake?
I don't think so. I think he did that to get the girl back. I think he
skit.
Because Lil Marcus, even the chain snatching was a skit, right?
Yeah,
that's what I was starting to gather from because that's what AOKD said in the comments on the Lil Marcus thing. So
let me ask you a question. So did Tay Savage get the chain back? So you think he's in on it too? I think they're
around.
You think he's in on it too? You think
Tay Savage is down for the memes. He's just having fun with it too, right?
You think so?
I mean, yeah, if BJ Maine is getting him to do skits and shit.
But they talking about real shit though. I never really like.
They're talking about fake shit too.
I heard his chain got really took, but then I seen him.
What's the fake shit?
The chain snatching and the becoming homeless and the living in a tent.
No, I think you're talking
dreads
about
in the puddle
and J May.
Well, I think, but you're saying that Tay Savage had the chain because he did post it, right? Was that?
Yeah, I think he got it back for him.
I think that was cap too, right?
I don't know. I think maybe he got it back. He gave it to J May. J May gave it back to him.
I think at one point somebody told AOKD that all publicity is good publicity. And he's just been like, oh, okay, so all I have to do is pretend that bad things happen to me, and then people will talk about me.
It's the FYB J Main effect. I feel like J Main got all these niggas on the internet.
But then Skinny from the Nine just...
Skinny from the Nine went homeless too.
But, I mean, he was doing that in like a $500 Montclair jacket or some shit, right? I don't know how much that shit is. It might be like $800. I don't know. That shit expensive as fuck. So that's not very convincing because wouldn't you sell the Montclair jacket?
All right, so let me ask you a question.
You'd be able to live off the Montclair coat for fucking a week and a half.
Hold up, right? 1 second, please. So you think that when I got evicted and I was working, you think that was fake too?
When did that happen?
See, you didn't even see it.
I don't know.
I don't think it was fake. I seen it.
It's not about it happening. It's about you documenting it. That is going to make people pay attention, right?
But look, right? I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. Right? When it happened to J Main, it was real. Like, I know for a fact it was real.
He got his chain snatched?
No. I'm talking about like,
he was broken home.
The origin of this whoop wave.
But was it because he lost his YouTube channel? Like he was paying his rent off YouTube?
It was all a domino effect.
No wonder he hates Stunky Man so much.
Yeah, you get it?
That's when I really started paying attention to J Main is when he became homeless. I forgot about that.
So look.
That's when I got tapped in.
When he got homeless, right? I was there like from a distance because we was in 2 different states, but like I was moral support. I can't say like I did anything to help him. I try to like come up with ideas where we could make shit happen, but as far as me like financially helping him, I couldn't at that time. But I was actually like there, like seeing it, speaking to him every day, like we trying to figure this shit out. So when it happened to me, it was literally the day that J Main got locked up. Like look at how crazy this shit happens. Yes, like.
For riding with the pole?
I could show you a still picture of me and him on the phone that I accidentally took while we was on the phone. And it was literally minutes before the nigga gets pulled over, right? And he said to me yo, bro, where the you at? And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm at the U-Haul place, bro. My fucking U-Haul's missing. And he like, yo, bro, what? And I'm like, yeah, bro, like, I was fucking moving and a nigga stole my U-Haul. Or they told my U-Haul. Something happened. The U-Haul's not here. He like, yo, bro, if you don't record everything you doing right now, bro, we doing all of this for nothing.
That's
like,
the new mentality in the streets.
Like, bro,
if something bad happens to you, at least you can document it and tell the story for the people out there.
If nothing else works.
And if you're AOKD, it doesn't even matter if anything bad happens to you. You can just pretend. Make it up.
If nothing else works, bro, tell the truth. You could put an extra joke on it. You could put some, you could minimize it. I don't care how you do it, bro. Yeah. If you don't put that shit in them people's face, bro, like, you know who we is now, nigga. We ain't gotta hide that. Put that shit out there. Like, you ain't got no content coming out right now, right? No. All right, you got a phone, right? All right, what the f*** you on the phone with me for, nigga? Get to work.
So if you super f***ed up, down bad for money, you can't hit Cardi B and be like, yo, Cardi.
Of course I could.
Why you ain't never just like, or have you?
I did.
Or,
I did. Like, sis always look out when she can.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something that I like, it's not my go-to thing, because at the same time, like, yeah, that's sis and all that, but like, I'm still me too, like, you know? Yeah. I don't really want to be that person hitting you, asking you for no money. Like,
has she ever thrown you any money though? Like on some like,
what about some shmoney?
Like, bro, when you around and you working, that shit is around. Like,
yeah,
it's not. She'll never say no to me if I need something. Like, if I dead ass need something, I'll call her. But sometimes, like, even my mom's, like, if I dead ass need something and dying need, nigga, I could call my mother, or even my baby mothers. Like, I'm up. Like, damn, I'm on my face.
Like, yo, Cardi B,
I got those kind of friends and family members that I could really call, but sometimes a nigga just really want to do that shit. It feel better when you really do that shit. Like, you could really, like, do that shit. Like, you do it. Like, you do it.
So you being around Cardi B, you knock down any, like, famous joints? Because I know you... I know you... It's easy to...
Yo, bro, listen, put it like this, right? Because I don't even want to overwhoop when you say Cardi B in a question. Like, I ain't really trying to overwhoop when it comes to sis.
Yeah,
but
give you a shade.
When it comes down to, yeah, I'll be trying to
she
like.
She be looking at you like you look clout chasing. Fuck,
bro, that's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to famous bitches, like, put it like this: I fucked a lot of bitches before they was considered famous to y'all because of me just being in the mix from, like I said, from 2011 when French and Charlie Rock with Shot Caller. That was like my first little like taste of being older and doing some type of music shit, right? As a kid, I was, yeah, nigga, what up? Like hanging with Jim and them or hanging with Murder Mook and T-Rex or whoever was a fucking rapper. We just wanted to pull up on them and show them like, nigga, when we around y'all good. Like, that was our own little aura, you know? We was getting money niggas, but we always wanted to let niggas that was getting money know that they safe around us.
Yeah.
So that was our whole ordeal. When you fast forward the tape, it's like, a lot of these females in the game, bro, like, damn, I don't even know where to start, bro, because, like, I had fire lit joints since young. Like, I used to fuck with, like, Lil Rima. I used to fuck with, like, Tiana Taylor. Like, I used to fuck with, like, fire bitches. Like, for me, that's
you
real
big.
big.
Taylor, though? That's crazy.
Yeah, like, that's family now.
At
though.
what
like,
age?
Like, teenagers.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, like, teenagers. Like, my Sweet 16, when you first seen her, yeah, I used to hang with her. Like,
every bitch I ever was a random until I was in my 30s.
Yo, bro, it's something about Harlem. Like, I'm not even
You're
trying
in the
to be
center of shit, bro.
Yeah, like, it's not like it's something about Harlem. Like, the Bronx, it made me rough, tough, Uda, whatever. Like, you know, but the Harlem side of me, it was like it. everybody was born a star. Like, we all felt like we were stars when we first came outside. We lived like we were stars when we first came outside. Like, what you see right now, they can show you a picture of me when I was 14, and I probably had a similar outfit on. This shit was just probably Lacoste, and these was like 7 jeans. You understand? Like, we like all felt like we were stars. So when we made it, it was like, oh, you again. You feel me? Like, it was always that thing. Like, if you was in a relationship with a girl back then, y'all both was trying to be great. Y'all was trying to stun on each other. Like, say if you break a bitch heart when she 15 and she blow up when she 16, you know she gonna act bad. Feel me? So it's like, nigga.
Losing out on a girl, though, who then becomes a big deal has got to be like a real painful thing. That
Yo, I ain't even lose out on her. I just went to jail. Like, some girls just not with that shit. Like, you know, and
but you were together when you went to jail?
Yeah, like, that
How
was
long were you together?
That was my girl. Like,
Whoa.
I was dating her when I got locked up as a kid.
Damn.
For all types of whooping. Feel me? So it's like, she was doing what she was doing. I was doing what I was doing in the street, and I never brung that shit around her. You know what I'm saying? I was a perfect gentleman. But when I got locked up, nigga, I was sitting in the cell, and that she was on the radio. Boom. Then she was on MTV when I got up north. I was like, oh shit.
I know you wanted to spin back.
Nigga, it was like, at that point, it was like, who the fuck don't want to spin back? That's Tiana Taylor.
But
like,
Nikki ended up going back to her scumbag boyfriend from back in the day.
Yeah.
So that could be you.
Like, yo, listen, right? If that's my destiny, bro, it's gonna be that, bro.
You could be Big Zoo.
Shout outs to, yo, you know what?
You could be Medium Zoo. or
talk about Zoo.
Bigger Zoo. Why, your homies with Zoo?
Zoo.
You know Zoo back in the day? You got Zoo stories? And scumbag is all relative, you know. No offense.
Yo,
Big
bro,
Zoo. I'm just fucking
listen,
around.
Big Zoo, he know me, I know him. That's it. Like, that's the.
Oh, because he's a blood, so you beef with him?
We know each other. Yeah, I'm who I am, where I am. He's who he is, where he is.
Okay.
We all, you know, he's older than me, like way older than me.
What would happen if you saw him in the airport?
I think we'll have a
powwow?
like a grown man conversation, yeah. And if we don't like with each other, like we're gonna dance.
You know Shawty or any of them?
Yeah, them niggas is gangsters.
You got a Shawty story?
I got a Harv story.
Okay.
Remember the nigga that put him in the trunk?
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, that nigga. I was with a girl that lived in his building in Smurfville, like where 6ix9ine used to hang at. Nigga, I used to be over there too. Like Red Bars, fucking all last time, like Cardi ran down on that bitch twice. Like around that time, nigga, I was in Brooklyn heavy. Like heavy. And it was this one bitch that I was fucking with that lived on the first floor in Harv building.
So you used to be
I got to see Harv in the wilderness. Like the nigga like that they saying, like, I'm not saying he's guilty of anything that they convicted him of or he copped out, I don't know. But niggas respect Harv, you heard? Like, I seen it.
He was like
outside.
Tay Savage out there?
I gotta.
Not that bad?
Is he? Let me see. No, nah, yeah.
That's an accolade.
Nah, he ain't John Wick, bro. John Wick is hardcore, bro. John Wick is stone cold, bro.
I just want to know what Tay Savage had to have done to earn that reputation, bro.
Nigga's hardcore, bro.
Because you can't just be talking about it. You can't just have it on
Bro,
you.
you know the difference between the nigga that's
in Chicago to get that
the
reputation?
nigga, listen.
You got to really do some shit.
Listen. What, alright, so.
Like a lot of shit.
And I'm not over here trying to incriminate Tay. I know at all. But let's just deal with what we know.
Right.
Right? If I don't want to believe your story or you don't want to believe my story, that's cool. Let's deal with what we know. What do we know? What do we know about John Wick?
Shot at J-Man. We don't actually know if
Jay
he killed
Main and them shot at him first, right?
Him. Yeah.
And he got back, right?
Right.
All right. And he got hit And the crossfire. Remember, he got skinned in the nose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So this is what we know. We know that he got into an altercation with J-Main Peoples at a club. We know the end result was a shootout, right? Which means he ain't scared to die because he shot back. This is the difference. It's niggas who go 5 deep in the car, Uzis, shoot everybody on the block. Them niggas is tough. But when you hardcore, is what do we know? What we know allegedly is that he got shot, his man went back to get back for him, got shot, and he allegedly avenged him, right?
Walk down.
Mr. Get Back. Like, you think, like, this is what you gotta understand. Get Back gang. Like,
On a bitch,
where you
too.
think that comes from?
That's crazy.
Who you think inspired Vaughn? You seen the letters? Who you think inspired him?
Them two
if
probably
you
would be
think-
like, well, actually.
If you think Vaughn was a problem,
Do you think Vaughn would have been running around with Tay Savage right now? If he still there?
absolutely.
But the Dirk thing.
I think
Do
Vaughn
you
is
think
on it.
Vaughn
He
gave a
was
fuck about what Dirk had to say? It's niggas like
We
Lil
never saw him
Reese.
fuck anyone with anyone that
It's
didn't
niggas
fuck
like
with
Lil
Dirk.
Reese who be around Dirk when he want to, and he can't tell him nothing.
We don't know what's going
He's
on. with
hanging
that
with
either.
Tay Savage.
We don't know what's going
Just
on.
like we thought Lil Reese and Keith was never going to be together, right? And some shit happened, and what Keith did, flew that nigga out, right? When he lost his voice. What happened? They was beefing then, right? Reese was hanging with Boss Top and everybody who didn't f***ing like Keith, right? But as soon as something almost happened to him, what Keith did, he summoned that nigga. Yeah, bring your ass out here, man. What the f*** is wrong with you? Nigga, you don't, think
was
we
nice,
lost,
yeah.
you don't think we lost enough niggas already, bro?
People
Fuck,
forget. There,
what you mad at me?
there was a
about, bro?
Glow Gang.
Bring your ass over here.
There was a Glow Gang Ham on Everything show. Do your Googles. 2016, 2015. I forget.
Yo,
but
bro,
we
I think
hadn't
I
seen
seen
them
all
together
that.
for a while, and
I've
then
been
they did
watching
it.
you since TK.
Take a phone call in 2017. Well, you got fucking Bell Mobile on there on the
One of my
line.
houses,
AT&T
somebody at
going
my
crazy.
door. Somebody at my door. I gotta monitor those kind of things.
What are you gonna do? You're 4,000 miles away, or however far we are.
Yo, bro,
How far is New York?
trust me, man. The kind of people I live with, I ain't worried about who's at my door. I just want to know.
You live with them killers?
What's the future?
I said so much flagrant shit on this interview.
Jog, yo,
Really
yo,
brought
yo,
my true ignorance out for this
Yo,
interview.
bro, no lie. Listen, man. When you could kick it with people, you could just kick it with people. You can't fight that feeling. But one thing you can say, if John Wick and King Von was home together,
They would have been
course
hanging
they would
out,
be together.
saying the most ignorant shit possible.
who we know Vaughn for hanging out with? Bezu.
Tell me about Bezu. What do you know
who
about
that
Bezu?
is?
I mean, not really. He's like another
You
dude
don't?
where it's like, I heard what was alleged, but he has such a reputation that you just know that.
Do you know who Bebe is?
No, like I interviewed him, but I don't know.
Line.
You tell me.
Bezu said he didn't know who you was. That was one of the backlash.
How the f? And
He said, "Who the f is Popperazzi?" Paul?"
I expect him to say that at the level that he's at right now. Just like he just said, Dirk don't want to say Billionaire Black name right now, right? Why the f would Bezu want to say my name? He following that same blueprint. You still never heard Dirk say, hell no, J-Main wasn't signed to OTF. You ever seen him say that?
No.
Exactly.
But he said a bunch of little sneaky
No, he
shit.
didn't. No, he didn't. Because now that I understand the content game, all niggas did was just clip some shit and make it look like some shit.
Yeah, because if Dirk had acknowledged J-Main during that whole arc, J-Main would have blown up way faster.
I was his manager at that time. That would have been dope.
What's that like?
It's dope.
Managing J-Main?
Nah, like I'm saying, like when he was signed to OTF, I was his manager. I
That was
his
your
road
idea?
Manager.
I'm giving you a fake
Nah,
OTF
hell
forehead
no,
tattoo.
hell no. It wasn't fake. Nah, I really like was trying to be his manager. You know how that should go.
Okay.
What's the future Popperazzi poll for 2024? What you got?
Yo, what are you working on?
So 2024, right? I want to stay away from people that's dangerous like Billionaire Black and people that like to talk too much like King Yella, right? I want to stay away from those people. I got love for them, but I want to stay away from those kind of people, right? I definitely want to stay away from a nigga named John Wick because you never know what John Wick is thinking.
He's probably going to feel a certain kind of way about you talking about him for a half hour during this interview.
I don't think so.
Describing him in the most vivid detail since the Say Cheese J Main interview with the HIV shirt.
Listen, John
because
Wick,
those clips of him saying "fa fa fa fa," it hits so different in the Trap Lord Ross documentary with the brooding music and him just "fa fa fa." It was just like so intense the way that Trap Lord Ross edited that shit.
Bro, you don't see the thing is, bro. You had John Wick sitting right here. You
couple times.
You hung out with John Wick outside of here?
He hangs out with him.
How your stomach felt?
I feel like I'm neutral, so I ain't really got.
So you don't really got nothing. All right.
The thing about John Wick is that
you never know what John Wick is thinking.
Like sometimes you think about what he's been alleged to have done to Blasian Doll's mother, and it's like kind of hard to like even stomach.
I love Blasian. I don't think he did nothing to that lady.
Right, I don't believe it either. But allegedly, let's say that happened the way that he was, that they accused him of it.
I think he might have got the other nigga, but I don't. But I'm not even saying that.
It's like then when you think about why, it's kind of understandable. Even though I can't imagine myself going and killing some woman, no matter what happened.
According to John Wick's lyrics, he said, "Mr. Walk 'em down." Shout out to. So
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
the
come on.
only
Yeah,
one
come on.
that I could say.
Come on.
I'm leaning more towards maybe.
Because he does awkward shit in interviews when he's asked about it, like with mine, where he was just quiet, or he's just looking like hella dead in the eyes when Sean Cotton was asking him on that one. But then when he said that in the song, it's just like,
was
all
like,
right,
yes,
come on.
I was waiting for
What are you
this.
doing? Hey, come on, man.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, it's like, bro, you don't wanna f with John Wick, bro. Like,
I don't.
You don't wanna f with like, you don't certain niggas, bro. Like, just
So icy John Wick.
it's a different type of John Wick, different mind frame, different time frame. It was nothing. He was no holds barred. He got how many mug shots he got?
Well,
He
okay.
got so many mug shots.
He said, "What's to come for Popperazzi Po in 2024?" And then
And
you
I
use
wanna
that as a
say-
launch pad to talk about Tay Savage more.
No. All right, so let me get back to my
It's
list.
a preoccupation.
Right?
He's
Listen.
going to say you're obsessed and he's going to have a point.
No, I'm not obsessed. I'm just not stupid.
You're going to stay away from
I got to the point in my life where when it comes down to dangerous people like John Wick, I would just rather not take the risk
Okay, I feel you.
and try to figure out what he's fucking thinking.
Hey, shit.
That's not my job, bro.
Okay.
So as I go along, right, I think I'm gonna return back to the music scene, right? I got the feel for it again.
You're going to find artists.
I'm gonna find an artist.
Are you dropping music when you say return?
Yeah, both. Like cause I'm the type to get the car moving, and then all right, let's figure this out. Who's gonna be the? All right, let's go.
So for
That's the type of shit I do.
for somebody who ain't never like heard your music before, give them a starting point. Like, what song should they go check out right now?
Just go look at me featuring Cardi B, Billionaire Black. That was like that's basically like everything that we just talked about, like all in one. You get to see the energy. You get to see it. Like, it is one of my favorite songs, but it's not my best song to me. But if you look at the energy, like the look, you understand it.
You think Cardi B was watching the 1090J King Yella video and just laughing her ass off?
Nah, no, because she. I think she watched J Main, but I don't think she be seeing like. I don't think she really like. You know, when somebody lie on you, is like you kind of go.
It's got to be a
out
part
your
of her
way
that
not
just-
to look at it.
But okay, if somebody you hate has a video come out from a popular YouTuber and it's got like 1 million views, because I would assume she probably hates King Yella. She got to watch that shit, right? She's only human.
I just think she don't respect him. Like, I don't care. Like any other like emotion, They wasn't even like.
Maybe she's too busy.
It wasn't even locked in enough
But,
for her to really care. It was just really like, nigga, is you serious?
But she's got to have seen the million clips of him talking about, like, everybody asked him about it.
I think if I bring it to her attention, I think that's the only time she indulged in that kind of.
Keep in mind, when I asked him about it, he was like, yeah, I didn't Cardi B. I wasn't with her in the stew.
That's where me and him started beefing right here.
Really?
As soon as you bring that nigga
That was
up
it?
here and you told
okay.
that bull-faced lie, that's when this shit was over with me and Tattletella.
Okay.
Like, once he did that, I was like, nigga. Because think about what position that puts me in. Still associating myself with you while you're doing that, but calling myself loyal to her. Like, it's but so much of that shit I could take.
Would definitely make you look like a goofy to her, probably.
Even without her judgment, because not to say her judgment don't matter, because I'm a man, but just me as a person, I just feel like, nigga, if you respect me, bro, you're not going to even tap
I still believe Yella hit.
Hell no.
Just kidding.
Hell
Still real to me, god damn it.
Hell no. That
Just
nigga
kidding.
Stand a chance.
JK Cardi.
We know. I ain't gonna lie, bro, but yeah, just music. I'm coming back. I'm definitely gonna be like getting back, because I was doing like YouTube web series, like some fake acting shit. I was playing with that shit a little bit. I did like The Coldest Winter. It's dope. It's on YouTube. It's dope. It does some good numbers and shit. I did a couple of different ones, but that was like the most successful one and gave me a real feel for it. So you can see one of those coming. Like, I'ma just adapt to like the whole content environment as well as adding my music to it, whether it's a soundtrack to something or, you know, I'm gonna do something different. I'm not gonna go for like what everybody going for, like, oh, I just need a hot record right now. Like, I'm gonna take an old record, nigga, and put that shit on the soundtrack for a new project and see if I can eat like that.
Sample drill. You
Shit like
become a
that.
sample drill artist? You're gonna be like Popperazzi Bin Laden?
Do you know that dude, Bin Laden?
No, Shawnee?
Oh, nah, I don't know Shawnee Bin Laden.
No, the terrorist?
I don't know.
Osama is his name.
I don't know Shawnee Bin Laden, but I heard of him.
Let me pause it.
locked up.
Okay, I've been watching this World War II documentary on Netflix, which is incredible, by the way. And it's weird seeing the crowds of Germans wearing their swastikas, fully on board with Hitler, throwing up the Hail Hitler salute that I won't do right now because people would have too much fun screen capping it. And you're looking at those people, and it's like, they're not bad people. They were just captured by a bad ideology. And when you look at Tay Savage, he's not a bad person.
Now you really want.
He just got wrapped up in a war
unfollow me again.
that made him allegedly do some bad shit in pursuit of revenge. Because really, what Osama bin Laden was doing when he put together a fucking team, obviously it was vastly more coordinated.
Of course.
He was just taking action upon people that he viewed as his enemies.
Yeah.
And Tay Savage has allegedly done the same thing for different reasons, for personal reasons, as opposed to like a religious conflict or whatever. But
Yo, bro, these guys is legendary dudes. Like FYBJ Main, Tay Savage, like niggas like that. Like, they the new cool.
you don't have to be a bad person to do evil things. Osama bin Laden probably wasn't a bad person. He just had a bad ideology implanted in his brain.
Man, all I can say is some niggas is serious and some niggas is not. That's it. It's a thin line between.
And Tay Savage,
some niggas is serious.
Tay Savage was brought up in an environment in which you gain status and clout by
Tay Savage created
savagery,
that environment.
brutality.
Do you not hear Tay 600 say he was trying to recruit D-Rose?
I saw that,
He
yes.
was trying to recruit the killers. He was the nigga who told the niggas what to
It's
do.
just like Vaughn, where he's just like the one dude who took it serious. Like really 100% serious.
And Duck, rest in peace, he
Right.
took it serious. Some niggas, like, nah, nigga, I ain't leaving Chicago. F that.
Right.
Could have been left. He took it serious. It was serious to him. I ain't mad at that nigga.
You gotta like, as a civilian, you
It's
just have
serious
to be
to
able
me.
to look at it and say, okay, I fuck with you as a person. You've done things that I can't imagine doing myself, but it is what it is. The same way that you would look at if your best friend went and joined the army and became a fucking sniper and killed 50 fucking Afghanis.
Yeah.
I mean,
he on Tay Savage level.
you still looking at the dude just like this, my boy. Like
John Wick level.
He was doing his
He's
job.
my boy, but he's on John Wick level.
He got 50. Get the fuck out of here. If we find out anyone in hip hop has 50 bodies, oh no, we're never gonna be able to stop making documentaries about him. 50 is OD.
Bodies.
You can't have 50. That's over.
John Wick got 100 bodies.
Officially
bro.
overwhooped if you got 50.
Yo, bro, John Wick
Hell no.
is serious.
Why you laughing, you piece of shit?
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I felt this energy, bro. That nigga is.
Tay Savage is gonna be like, why did you talk about me for over an hour? He's gonna be like, y'all really had to psycho analyze, because he's gonna have to watch this. He's gonna be like, I gotta watch this. I gotta see what they're saying. And that's Remo's homie. Like they like really tapped in.
Nah, I respect that nigga. Like all jokes aside, like that's just a me and J Main thing, like a joke thing. Like me and him always be like, yo, like John Wick, nigga, like, cause you could say a nigga is savage, but then you still gotta like put him up against this nigga, and it's like, who really did, like.
I linked up. Remember Kenny Mack, Fulio's on me?
Yeah.
I linked him and Tay Savage together, so that's coming. I watched Kenny Mack's interrogation video too.
He held it down?
He held it down pretty solid. And at the age of 16 too.
What was he accused of? Killing a kid at a football game? I didn't watch the clip. I just seen the title.
Exactly what you just said. And it's like a 20, 30-minute interrogation footage, and his mom was in there. But this is if you know Fulio, this is Fulio's little homie.
Hell yeah, I heard of that nigga.
This is Bibby's best friend. You know Bibby from the Who I Smoke.
Fulio is the dark-skinned dude with the dreads, right?
Yeah,
That just got shot in the foot.
But his homie Kenny Mack.
Yeah, I got put onto them niggas, I think, because of y'all. And then some other shit called like Swamp Stories. Yeah.
Swamp Stories.
Yeah,
Shout out Swamp Stories.
One night I was just like, I don't know, I just picked a fucking channel and I just watched every fucking thing you did.
Have you seen the war in Jacksonville with Traveler Ross?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Fulio.
Yeah. Those niggas those niggas is serious.
Once you've watched enough Swamp Stories, it kind of starts to feel like a Mad Lib, where it's like kind of the same stories over and over. They're just changing out the names of the people and the names of the gangs and the names of the cities.
Because the way he got that shit set up, it literally
it's just the
takes you
same
up
thing
and down
over
the
and
same
over,
way.
bro.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
It's
But I get into a zone. I'll watch like fucking an hour of Swamp Stories straight, and I won't remember any of it. It's just walls of death, just death and death. And I'm just like playing poker, just Swamp Stories playing in the background. It's like...
Yeah, that's what that is. That's what that is.
Weird,
I be fucking playing a game, but I'm on YouTube. The shit is kind of like watching me.
Yeah, YouTube documentaries are perfect video game background noise.
Yeah, it's like it's watching me.
Yeah, it's real.
Tight shit.
All right, I'm gonna go put the kid to bed.
All right,
Popperazzi post, still smoking grape woods.
still smoking the same shit.
Remo 600. Great conversation. I feel like you got a real future as a podcaster.
Yeah, I think I just gotta.
I don't know if they f with you or not though. It's hard to like tell. I got to look at some of the other clips
You gotta look at it like this.
because it
right?
takes them a while to start to f with people. They start to like warm up to them.
I think that I should do like a lot of like a big promo run, and once I catch that rhythm of like what the fuck I'm showing these people, then I feel like everything just go smooth.
I mean,
Like my story is so big. It's like, what part do you want to? Like,
actually, all your clips on the No Jumper Clips page pretty much did like 100K plus, which is actually pretty impressive. But they are like really good titles as well.
yeah, it's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
It's a mixture of both. That's how my career always been.
Not like I'm taking credit for the titles, but like the
You
shit
should.
about being Alpo
I
son,
think
the shit
you
about the buck
should.
50 are like,
The Cameron shit was crazy.
yeah.
That shit was like,
Oh, that went
people
viral, yeah.
still
Yeah.
calling me like right now.
I'm
Like,
surprised Cam didn't respond. He don't really talk about old hood shit,
Cam
right?
ain't never going. Like Cam is like,
He's just out here talking about sports now.
yeah, like, and then it's like Cam is the most cockiest nigga. Like he one of the most cockiest niggas I
That's
ever
his
met. So
whole
it's like
identity. Yeah.
he's not even paying a little old me. No mind, bro. That nigga is like.
But he was quick to cook. What's her name? Marissa from JBP. What's her name?
Melissa Ford.
Melissa Ford.
They probably used to have something going on. That's probably why.
Called her Marissa.
Think about it.
He was kind of like hinting at that, right? Or he was calling her an escort and shit.
You understand what I'm saying?
But that was such an easy layup if you're Cam.
It is a layup, but
'Cause she
for
said
him to
some
even
foul
address
shit
her,
for no
means she's
reason.
got to be somebody. Cause Cam don't respond to niggas. Cam
No, she's definitely somebody. She was
his
a big
right-hand
name in the
man
industry
for
and shit.
years.
Yeah.
Cam won't answer the phone for niggas like Jim for 4 years.
Did you miss her wave originally? She was like a whole thing for a while there. Melissa Ford.
No, I
don't know why
love
forgot her name.
Melissa
It's
Ford.
fucked up.
I love Melissa Ford.
But Cam, she
But
took
Cam
an
is
L there,
Cam.
bro. You don't want to go beef with. You don't want to beef with him.
Like, you know, you gotta think about the time and who's how, that nigga had money for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Cam had money for like 30 years, bro. We talking about Cam.
What was that one girl he was dating up until a couple of years ago?
The brown skin chick,
Yeah.
right? She was
What was her name?
Oh, damn. Starts with a J, I want to say.
What's she up to now?
That's the girl from that movie.
People in the live chat are yelling at this right now. Cameron, girlfriend.
Her name was
Juju.
Juju.
Yes. I knew it started with J.
There it
Juju.
is.
Yes, Juju. I think that's the same girl from an old movie, like Bronx Tale.
Nah, but it looks like old girl from Bronx Tale.
The
That's
little
not her.
girl. It's
That
not
ain't
the
her.
same-
That
Nah,
can't be
gotta
her.
be her,
That
bro.
can't be
That
her.
looks
I know what
just
you're
like
talking
her.
about, but yeah, that's not her. It can't be. If it is, then mind blowing.
That's why Swamp
I don't
Stories
think he
had
knows
me
what
when
we
they hit
talking
me
about.
with the old picture of the kid that looked like Crip Mac. I was like, oh shit, was that really
I put them on FaceTime one time. We were supposed to get them together.
Actual people?
Corey Baxter.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the kid and Crip Mac?
I said Corey Baxter. What's Kyle Massey?
Kyle Massey. We were at a party and I FaceTime Crip Mac and they were talking.
That would have been dope. Did y'all not? Gang? No.
We didn't manage to get them together. I don't know if Kyle Massey would have thought it was a good look.
Yo, bro, I don't think
You might be a little
I don't
too
think
industry.
Crip Mac is a bad look though, bro. Like I think like
Oh, I totally agree.
Crip
But I don't
Mac
know
is
if he
fucking
thought maybe
Crip
it
Mac,
was.
nigga,
You know,
like-
yeah.
Free f***ing Crip Man.
Free
Yes,
Crip Mac
free Crip
till it's
Mac.
backwards.
Crip Mac is
I should get a free Crip Mac tattoo.
like, bro, you think nigga like, bro, niggas know 55th Street.
What
like,
if I
that
get free
nigga's
Crip Mac
hardcore.
on my head like where his tattoo is? In the same font.
Then y'all locked in for life.
I'll do it, dude.
Yeah.
I got a bigger forehead than him too, so I got more room.
Y'all locked in for life.
I wish I didn't get this hair transplant. I would have had a lot of room.
How the hell you do that?
You go to the
You got
doctor.
different type of money.
You go to the doctor, you give him money. They f with your hairline. A lot of people do it. A lot of black guys do it now.
No, I'm good. Still got my shit.
No, you got hella hair.
Yeah. I still got my shit.
I think I got over high in this interview.
Man,
We've been here for like 4 hours.
I ain't smoked. I should have got.
I feel like fucking XQC or something. I've been on here all day.
This shit super rich.
Super runs.
Where you get that from?
Superman.
Harlem.
Harlem. The fake runs game going crazy in Harlem. I'm sure. Yeah, that shit fake.
in Harlem.
The whole fucking world.
Niggas is just putting runs behind anything now.
Yeah, because who's gonna stop you? What are they gonna do? Just start a fucking death squad and just go to every city and just kill the fake run stealers. If I was young LB, that's what I'd do. Nah, I'm just kidding.
the kind of money that nigga making, that shit, he don't even see that shit.
Yeah, what do you do?
That nigga don't give a fuck about that.
All right.
All right.
I got a dip. Appreciate you. Great conversation.
Oh.
Very excited to see what the people got to say about it.
Oh, you know how the people do.
Shout out
They hate
to
you, then they
Remo.
love you, then they hate you, then they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again.
That's a fact. Shout out to all the fake runs dealers. We love you as well.
Nigga got the Harlem runs. I don't know. Y'all leave a comment if the nigga got Harlem runs. Where the runs come
Harlem
from?
runs. No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram. Like, comment, and subscribe. NoJumper.com if you want to support. Ow.